Hello, hello. We're back. More trails through Daybreak. We're still at Bermati's. But we're going to be moving on to Station Street.
What are we waiting for?
See where the last thing is. The Bracer Guild. That makes a lot.
Good grief.
One girl's courage will change history. Gloria,
What to
dawn
do?
of the revolution.
All right.
Figured you'd come by eventually.
Hey. I can't say I'm surprised. You all feel compelled to act too, I take it?
It looks like you guys are real busy here. Supremely, the two of us were out of town when it happened and had to rush right back. We have to go back out again soon, though. Wasn't expecting to find you here too, Ren. Must have left extra early. Seemed wise to come in, exchange information on what Liberal and the Society are up to. Take it you all are here for the same reason? Yeah, sorry for eating into your time, but can we talk for a bit? So the whole region around Cray really did get locked down by the army, huh? Can't say I blame them. To the point where not even the press or the bracers can get close. Everyone gets the same stock response from the authorities. No confirmed survivors among the villagers or visitors. So if there's nobody left, why are they keeping the area under lock and key? It so happens the three disciples are rushing to the scene. All three, not just Professor Hamilton? Can't imagine they wanted to reunite under circumstances like these. Can't be any ordinary post-disaster investigation then. Indeed, I'm sure Katra knows why as well. Initial devastation caused by nuclear weapons is not the only reason why they are forbidden. Following detonation, radioactive particles will blanket the blast zone. While still theoretical, it's thought this radiation would cause horrible chronic damage to both organisms and the environment. Given all that, I can kind of understand why the army would be mobilized to seal off the area. Yeah, but we're talking about a village being blown away here. By our principles and for the sake of public safety, the guild can't ignore this. That's why high-ranking bracers from all over the continent are starting to gather in Calvard. On top of many A and B ranks, word has it, the head branch in Le Mans is considering sending an S rank as well. Pulling out the big guns and putting them in charge, huh? Actually, no. Those of us already here will go after Almada while the newcomers cover the capital and other areas in need. They may even call in some personal backup. Well, I say that, but knowing them, they may already be on their way. Oh? Must be the whatever they're called from the Empire. By the way, I noticed Elaine isn't here. Is she out on another job? Yeah, the idea is to handle as much work as we can before we dedicate ourselves to rooting out Almada. So she's handling some stuff elsewhere in the capital right now. I'm a little worried about her, to be honest. What do you mean? Everyone was shocked by what happened in Cray, but Elaine seemed especially shaken. She rushed out right after to start working and gathering information like a woman possessed. That's disconcerting. We've all been there on jobs plenty of times, so she probably is just rattled. But if you see her around, check in on her, alright? Will do. If I may, I'd like to address a certain elephant in the room. Did I say the actress? You've snagged quite a famous employee. I'm surprised you can afford her day rate. You filming an advertisement for the office or something? Oh, me? Hello, everyone. How did they see through me? Don't mind me, I'm more of a secretary than an assistant. I believe Rosette has both positions covered. I ain't paying you shit, just so we're clear. At least try to cover for me. Well, I haven't received any stolen item reports, so I see no need to meddle. At least you don't have the same gaudy sensibilities as a certain other phantom thief I could name. I agree with you both. Really is bad at hiding it, isn't she? How she hasn't been called out yet is a mystery. The Eye of the Storm won't last much longer. We'll do what we can to make use of that video and the info you've given us on the gardens and Almada's execs. Don't mention it. Anyway, we'll leave you to your work now. Ben, please wait. Was that journalist a friend of yours? Yeah, knew him for about 5 years. I remember helping you to strike a deal a half a year ago. But now you did. I worked with him many times, and I truly owe him a lot. The world lost a wonderful person. For now, all I can say is this. We won't let the gifts he left us go to waste, no matter what. I'll work towards that same goal, then. I think it's about all the information we're going to get for now. At least we managed to learn a lot in a short time. Yeah, but it's all pretty darn grim. Oh, I got a message from Renee. Got some useful Never mind, it's a monster extermination quest. Albert District. Behemodyne. Last stop, destruction. Really? Where? It's in the abandoned subway line underneath the Arbor District. Isn't that the place where the cathedral and the famous academy are? Wait, don't you go to that school? I do, yes, anyway. This hardly seems to be an appropriate time to be sending out such ordinary requests. Telling me. Well, whatever. Work's work. As soon as we're done here, let's head over to the Arbor District. Alright. So I think we are good to go. And we'll just head straight there. Let's go. Gathered all the information there is together. Should we go and take on these monsters now? Yep. They contacted the rest of the group and agreed to meet with them at the nearest subway station. They then rode the train together to the Arbor District. Oh, that cathedral is huge. It's Edith Cathedral. It's the second largest cathedral in all of Calvard. Biggest one's up north, right? Wait. We're all wearing the same uniform as Agnes. Is that your school? That it is. That's Aramis Academy. Never experienced the whole school life thing, so I'm kind of jealous that you get to. Really famous school, too. I considered applying myself at one point. Is there any more out-of-this-world students like that purple-haired chick? I bet it'd be a fun time. Ren is rather a special case, I'm afraid. I also suspect our math and science curriculums would be too easy for someone who helps out at the Institute of Science like you, Katra. Let's switch our brains to work mode, people. We can access the abandoned subway line from a side road next to the cathedral, correct? Yes, that's right. I'll show you the way. The building further down the road is our dormitory. One next to us is the famous cake shop. Yep, this is the famous Andalusia Patisserie. Owned by a legendary patissier who's a master of his craft, and whose limited edition seasonal cakes are always the talk of the town. Something work mode brains? Cakes you guys let me try have all been amazing, so I'm not surprised they're famous. Nina's bought me some of the stuff here from there too, and I couldn't agree more. Perhaps we can treat ourselves to some cakes on our way back to the office when this task is complete. Cake? All the motivation I need. Not actually much. Oh. Okay. Place sure is creepy. Never knew there was a railway under the city. Probably hasn't seen any use in over a decade. Correct, actually. Records indicate it was abandoned 12 years ago when the subway was expanded. And left untouched ever since. Thanks to that, it's become a nesting ground for monsters. It was a good find. I'll be sure to make good use of this place when I'm doing my heists. Still a little puzzled as to why we were sent down here, particularly at a time like this. You're carrying on like it's business as usual. Pisses me off. I think there's more to this case than it seems. Oh. Dead monsters. Those are clean cuts. Whoever did this is clearly a master of their craft. Wonder who it was. Could be a rival from another field, I guess. By the way, the CID gave us the job, so let's get it done. See what's going on. Monster's supposed to be a fair way inside, so let's pick up the pace.
Good stuff. Get it to work.
We can win right now.
Won't take long. Make it count, Aaron. Keep moving, Van.
Give them your all.
They're too slow.
A chance.
Have some more.
Okay, everybody's level 50. Oh, Reset's not.
It should be safe for now.
Who needs magic damage? Badfinger. Wow, these guys are
Won't let this chance
weak.
slip by.
Have some more.
That went better than I anticipated. Treasure located.
Charge 4. Love to have them on hand when you need them. Admittedly, it's not very often.
Treasure.
Close in and kick some ass.
Okay.
I won't let this chance slip by. Might want a boost here. Activating drive. Give them your all.
Your turn, Judith.
Zargot activate.
Set. Take over. It's go time.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Not half bad, Aaron.
Oh. No one? Oh. Should've gotten an achievement for that.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
Figure out how to use that.
Get to work. Won't take long.
Have some more.
Reset. Take over.
Might want a boost here.
Your turn, Judith. Activating skill. Have some more. Here goes. Sucker.
Okay.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right? That wasn't half bad, Aaron.
Take that. This is it. Won't take long. Close in and kick some ass.
I won't let this chance slip by. One skill coming right up.
Too slow.
Mr. Arglide. Give them your all.
I like walking backwards and then just sprinting forwards to get the attack off.
Like some good moves.
Going, Van.
Ding.
Hollow core leveled up.
Aim.
Holocore O's now activated.
And action.
Now, let's finish the job.
No kill like overkill.
Yeah.
Treasure
That wasn't
located.
half bad.
Auraverse. Ooh. Oh, hello.
Let's get to work. Down. This is it. Close in and kick some ass.
Gotcha.
Keep up, Lancer. Activating skill. Too slow.
Reset. Sweep 'em.
One skill coming right up.
Have some more. They're stunned. A chance.
Activating skill.
There we go.
Nice. That went great. Pretty hot shit, Van.
Okay, so this is forward, so we need to go the other way.
And action.
I really don't see a reason to use craft points here. Like, especially not in these one-on-ones. Or four-on-ones, I guess. But, like, these single enemy fights, they're...
I'm not a star for nothing. Wanna massage your shoulders, Miss Lancer? Now's the time to start.
Have some more.
like,
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Not have that, Aaron.
let's gather up.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
Let's play. Both in your court.
Let's play. Oh, you're all dead.
Keep up, Lancer.
Oh. Who are you? What are you doing here?
You're up, Aaron. Gotcha.
Like hell you are.
I won't hold back. One skill coming right up.
Gotcha.
Stats upgraded.
Hooray! Reset leveled up.
I smell treasure.
Let's finish the job.
Double stun.
Slice and dice.
Now or never.
Keep up, Lancer.
You're not getting away. Catcher, your turn.
Really? I didn't kill him?
These figures look excellent.
You kicked some real tail, Catra.
3. Okay. It's not the most exciting item. But we'll take it. Yo.
I dig the vibe of this place. Visiting abandoned ruins is kind of fun to me. Weird as that sounds.
Hello.
You aren't the only one. There's been a recent uptick in people frequenting these sorts of places.
Yeah, much to the chagrin of the guild.
Now we're talking. That one looks tough.
Engaging enemy! This is it! Activate sharks!
Sucker.
Now or never.
Activating skill. Gotcha.
Blind is really nice.
Too slow.
Here's our chance!
Have some more.
Aaron!
Gotcha.
Keep moving, Van.
Here's a little more. Here's our chance!
Initiating skill. Too slow.
Judith!
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
Bonk.
I didn't
New
even
material
break a
plus.
sweat.
I'll take those.
And I thought, Lancer?
Let's get to work. Now, let's finish the job. Sucker. Keep moving, Van.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Go, Catra.
Initializing drive.
Gotcha. Here goes.
You're up, Aaron.
Okay.
Here's our chance!
Initiating skill. Sucker.
Van!
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
That's how it
Careful.
goes.
I sense an incredible aura.
What'd you expect? Lanster! Too slow!
Catra, your turn. Gotcha. They flinched.
A chance. Gotcha.
Bonk. Easy.
I leveled up.
Heat edge to infernal edge.
What'd you expect?
Nice.
Engaging enemy.
Now, let's finish the job.
Here's a little more. Keep up, Lanster.
Activating skill.
Sucker. Here's our chance.
Initiating skill.
Sucker. Bam!
Gotcha.
Didn't get the overkill. Dang.
Nice. That went great.
Nice going, Van.
Balls in your course.
That is just so strong.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right? You sure settled that score, Aaron.
93 XP. You guys are not even worth fighting anymore.
We'll get the jump if we act now.
Except for the overkill.
Have some more.
The only reason to kill them in for the
Careful.
That
I
death.
sense an
Couldn't take
incredible
your eyes
aura.
off me, right?
Not have that, Aaron.
This is it. Activate sharks.
Go time.
Yeah, being able to do 93,000 damage, or like 25 to 30,000 damage to any enemy I want, basically every fight, like off the rip, is pretty silly. Was there another chest one? All chests. 70 chests to go, y'all. That 69 chests to go, y'all. Nice.
There are even more monster corpses here. Who's doing all this?
I see slash marks everywhere. Could it be her? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm getting worried.
Hey there, Ishmael. How's it going? Whack.
This looks like a good spot to rest.
Good stuff.
Hello there.
Hello. I have 50,000 Mira. I have a funny feeling things are about to become very expensive. Come on. Come on, chair. Thank you. No, I don't have enough fire again, dude. Always out of fire.
Initiating maintenance.
Oh, much talking.
Skills updated.
All right, let's go fight the thingy. Oh, they big.
Elaine!
I'm going to need you to fall back, Elvis. I'll take care of these.
What? No! That's too much to handle, even for you.
Damn. Incredible. Recognize her. She's one of the guild's A-ranked racers, right? Knew it. Huh? What are you guys doing here? Glad you're all right, Elvis. You can hang back for this one. We'll make sure she comes out of this unscathed. Agnes, Judith, and I are going to join up with Elaine. The rest of you take on the other one. Understood. Really going all out. Heard rumors about Beauty's blade's strength, but they don't do her justice. Sure she needs backup? Maybe not, but she's throwing the caution to the wind here, and I don't like it, not one bit. Elaine, we're here to help. She's completely absorbed in her fight. What's the plan? I don't think we can just jump into the fray.
You're hopeless, Van. It's a good thing I'm here to babysit you. You'd be a lost cause without me.
Shut up, Lainey! And what do you mean by babysit? I'm older than you! Ah, you two are such children. I suppose it's up to me to teach you how to behave.
Get a grip, Lainey!
Van? Why are you...
Is this an off day or something? Your blade works sloppy and you're totally oblivious to your surroundings. Now look over there! My assistants have that one unlocked, so we'll lend you a hand here.
Fine, then.
Got my support. Yeah, we called her late. Take it down in no time.
Now's a great time for a short boost.
Here it goes! You're finished! Now or never!
Your turn, Judith!
Come at me!
Can't move.
All you on yes!
Oh, some good damage.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Activate skill.
Your crush! All you on yes!
Checking information.
Pressure him and move in. Here I go. Different guard. Judith.
Activating skill.
Play defense down.
You can't best me.
Elaine, I'll be quick.
A chance!
Can't move.
Your crush! All you on yes!
Yeah. There we go.
Fine. Full guard.
It's go time.
Done.
Boost level maximum. Activating skill.
Sucker!
Do you mind, Elaine? Sure, yeah. Now! On yes. Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Full boost. Go all out to roll. Have some more. There.
All you on yes!
Taking point. Engaging skill. Wings, guide me. Knight of Asteria. Boost gauge upgraded.
Can't move.
Boost. Activating skill.
Sucker!
Oh, he healed. What?
A chance!
Yay, critical. Lane's only one level above us. Crimson. Whew, made short work of that one. Are you guys alright? Listen, I know the incident in Cray came as a shock. It did for us all. Can't lose your cool like this. An A-rank bracer's gotta be calm and composed even when the going gets tough. Who do you think you're... Take some deep breaths. Everything's gonna be fine. Trying times ahead, sure, but we'll get through them. Gotta take things one step at a time. Goes for everyone here, not just you and me.
I know that. I know that! I'm trying so hard to stay calm. But even still, No, I couldn't protect them. I'm supposed to be a beacon of strength for the people, and I failed them. If only I didn't let that man escape back in Longport. No, even before that. If I just hadn't...
Lane. Sounds like you're bottling something up. Need someone to lend an ear. I'm here for you.
Are you really? Then tell me, Van. Why did you leave me?
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Defeated both our targets, and we may not have done so without your timely aid. I apologize for how I treated you back there, Alvis. You fought admirably. I'm going to take my leave now. I still have other work to do. Make certain you get compensated for your portion of the... Loss of Dingo Brab was nothing short of a tragedy. There were times when he beat us to the punch, but his intelligence proved indispensable on a number of occasions. Same for me, too. Again, try and keep an eye on that Tyrell Times report. Getting dangerously close to the criminal underworld, and she doesn't seem to be taking any of my warnings to heart. Alvis, we're leaving. But wait. Strong as everyone claims. A little worried about her. Would have also compelled her to be so reckless in the fight. Well, I guess we know why that presidential aide sent us down here. So what's next? Should we go check up on that reporter? Might be prudent. If she's closing in on the criminal underworld, then she can only be headed one place. So-called Blacklight District, correct? Yeah, if she's there, we gotta drag her out. That place is crawling with criminals of all shapes and sizes. Found out about that place. Dingo never would have told her about it, or she... Well, there's more than one way to crack an egg. Right, she could have found out from one of her other connections. I'm worried about her. Let's find her. Can't hurt to check and see if she's alright. I agree. She's dead straight there. There's no time to waste.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys. Mira deposit confirmed.
They really want you to have Law and Gray. Probably just might as well just go to the Blacklight District right now. Like, there's nowhere else we can go, so. Oh.
Huh? That is you, isn't it, Judith? Did you dye your hair?
Judith, you're still in disguise. Nope, nothing like that. See? I was just trying out a new wig, that's all. What's up, Nina? I did tell you I wouldn't be back for a while, didn't I?
You did, but Mr. Gotti insisted that I get in touch with you right away. He's pushing the whole film industry to release a statement and make a donation in response to Cray.
Hey. I'm a little tied up, so I can't do anything right this second, I'm afraid. Can I call you back tonight?
Of course. Take care and talk to you later then.
You too, thanks. That's a big surprise coming from the director. Doesn't feel like him. Maybe he's the type to take action when shit hits the fan. Indeed, he strikes me as not only a passionate man, but a compassionate one as well. For sure. Well, I'm with him. I'm not going to let this tragedy stand, not as someone in the film industry or as a thief. We're absolutely going to take Almada down for this, but we have to know what we're up against if we're going to protect all we can. Couldn't agree more.
I can't help but worry about her sometimes. She's a little too single-minded for her own good. Though I suppose that's why she's the genuine article. Unlike me. Hello? Any news to report? I see. So that's where the filming will be taking place. Just as we thought. The only question now is who the final cast will be. We don't have long until the shoot begins, it seems.
I'm sorry, what? Is Nina evil now, too? Never would have imagined there was a place like this in Edith before coming here. Not surprised, and is it just me or does the district team even more on edge than usual? Makes sense that it would be. I imagine a number of secret agents are down here investigating after what happened. I'd assume so too. This may be the closest thing Edith has to a lawless district, but the authorities can't afford to turn a blind eye right now. Well, I guess we should snoop around the shops to see if anyone's seen that reporter anywhere. Yeah, let's get moving. Feels like...
I don't think I've seen you before.
Guess I'll check out.
What will it be? I'll be seeing you.
I've got some fine wares for sale. Best come again. Best come again soon.
What are you doing?
You hear that? Yeah, I knew it. Eggers.
Let go of me! I said let go!
You were the one who started piling on the questions. Nothing in life comes free, young lady. Get to enjoy a ripe reward. Come on. Someone needs to go back to Sunday school, because that sure doesn't sound like the definition of rightful to me. Just who the hell are you guys? Arcade Solutions. It really was down here. Those people Jaegers? I don't think so. That getup they're wearing looks familiar, though. I think their name is Bugbear? Ah, them. Their threat level is a mere C-. Hey, you looking for a fight, lady? This sucks. We were going to take advantage of the mess Almada's made to finally get our name out there. All this state of emergency crap has got us stuck here where we are. And it's pissing me off. Wow, what a bunch of losers. No wonder they're called Jaeger dropouts. But they've still seen enough combat to be a problem, though. I only realized, but they got some real lookers with them, too. Guess we'll have to have some fun after we show him who's boss. So dumb. Time to take him down.
Let's see what you're made of.
That's far enough.
Show me what you've got.
Here's a little more.
Go time! I'll crush them all at once.
Can't beat me!
Come and get me!
You'll never get it. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat, coming your way!
Oh, she has brown Grimcat hair, too. That's funny.
Now or never!
I'll crush them all at once. But no. Why?
Now or never!
Activating skill. Too slow. No.
Yeah, fucking see it, bro. Now that was just pathetic. Their threat level is closer to a D or D-, it would seem. Yeah, but I thought these guys were a bunch of rookies. Fine, have it your way. Reinforcements coming in. Huggies? Of course they'd have military monsters at their beck and call. Not gonna be easy fighting off this many while defending her. Like the tables have turned, huh? Figures though, these days Calvert's full of wusses who are used to peace. They've forgotten how to fight. Bet Hayway would just roll over too. Maybe we should try getting ourselves hired by the new big boys in town. Well, how can you suggest that? I don't understand what you're saying.
Hey, you would just roll over, would they?
Huh? Wait. Yen? What just happened?
Well, you aren't putting up much of a fight. Perhaps you ought to consider hanging up the Jaeger's uniform if you cannot act the part.
Those are Hayway's Zhangshou. Heard rumors, but I've never seen them in person. Their strength is supposed to be comparable to hers. Don't be scared, we still have the upper hand in numbers. And deploy all the military monsters.
So that you don't misunderstand, we are not the main threat you face here.
What? That's fucking cool as shit. Ow.
That is a shame. Your prowess is sorely lacking.
Isn't that the guy we passed on the way to Longlai? The one with the giant Etwa spike.
I must apologize. I see I overdid it some. Though I did restrain myself. That's a good boy. No trouble caused, no trouble faced. So then, what will the rest of you be doing?
Excuse us, sir. We're leaving now. Fucking Jaeger dropouts. Pathetic. Can't top a real life. Can't top real life for the best visual effects, huh? And both man and monster flying through the air.
I would expect no less from the famed lion. Your strength only seems to have grown since your active days.
I no longer go by that name, and I would very much appreciate you forgetting it. Thank you for leading me here, Elder.
Not at all. That wasn't the only reason I came here. And I'm sure, with circumstances as they are, that I am going to be relying on you significantly in the days to come.
I see.
It's good to see you all again. I hadn't expected we would meet so soon upon my arrival.
Can't believe two old codgers rolled right up and hogged all the limelight. What are you even doing here?
Our course of action has been decided, you see. AU's response to currently unfolding events.
So your preparations are complete then?
Indeed. The mists have cleared, and we have exactly the number of pieces that we require. Until the matter has been fully resolved, we will also be assuming control of the Blacklight District. That is in accordance with our agreement with this nation's supreme authority.
President signed off on this? What do you mean by the mists have cleared?
It's time you decided your next move. Though I would suggest you listen to what my friend here has to say before doing so. Farewell for now, Aaron. I will be in touch.
Hey! Man, didn't think he'd come all this way in person. Ben's probably still in Longport. Now I really want to know what these pieces he mentioned refer to. You alright, Van?
Yep. This is him, alright. This is how he's always been. He looks normal on the surface, yet everything he does is batshit crazy. Like wandering off with some stupid dangerous object back when he was younger.
That certainly brings back memories. Yet I have discarded my past now, and I would ask that you discard it as well. My old greenhorn student, Van.
This is Van's former master? The one he said was like a father to him?
But wasn't he...
I've got more to say than there are stars in the sky. But let me start with this. Why are you still alive when you supposedly died 3 years ago? Master Barkhorn!
Certainly gets a beautiful beard win. Character.
Zeman, though I was once known by another name. I see you have brought quite a number of fledglings under your wing, Van. Very interesting.
Not as interesting as the dead man who's back from the grave. Mind sharing how you managed that?
That is a very long story. Another time, perhaps. Hard to believe it's already been 5 years. Even harder to believe you're the same troublemaker I once knew. And that those same words of wisdom would come from your mouth, no less. I see you are living in accordance with your own principles.
Please, I didn't do anything. I just echoed the words of a much wiser man. I may being bashful. Never thought I'd see the day. Certainly a rare sight. Rather cute, to be honest. Oh, shove it. Did a good job of putting Marielle at ease. Yes, I think you helped her regain some of her old spirit.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I caused you. I'm such an idiot. I just got tunnel vision and let myself get all carried away. Dingo always warned me about this. But look at me. I haven't learned a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you not to push the envelope. That's in a reporter's job description. Just make sure you don't forget what Dingo said. Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
Used to tell me that a lot back when we first met. As long as you don't stop thinking, there's gonna be a way to bridge that gap. You just gotta find it. We're working on his last request right now. Won't be able to do it alone, but we're planning to make up for our shortcomings with help from others. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that brought us to you before long. We'll need help from more than shady folks. Keep your head high. Let's all do jobs we're best for. If nothing else, then to prove his words right.
Right. I don't know how much of a contribution I'll be able to make, but I'll start being more mindful of my cans and wants, and I'll do it while finding a way to move forward.
You're quite touching, very befitting of you and Mr. Brad. Resonated deeply with me as well. Thinking about the gap between what I can do and what I want to do. An interesting thought experiment, if nothing else. Can we please move on from this topic? Yeah, I should let my employees introduce themselves. Agnes, you go first. My name is... Hey. That's quite a history. Honestly, I had trouble keeping up with it all. You were among the 12 knights who led the church's Gralsritter. I've heard much about your various exploits, Roaring Lion. A famous name in a lot of circles, so it's not surprising.
Once again, that name is no longer mine. I would ask that you keep that in mind.
Now we know why we passed you on the way to Longline. You arranged our invitation there, and I'm guessing a few others played a part in that as well. Namely Professor Hamilton, Awa's future elder, the Crown Prince of Elsheim, and a former President Rocksmith, correct?
Bullseye. I happen to be acquainted with all of them, including the Grand Prince of Elsheim and Elder Guillen. The former president was anxious to make your acquaintance, and I believe meeting him would prove to be beneficial for your future. Though it pains me that a well-intentioned invitation coincided with such a horrific tragedy.
Not like you could have seen that one coming. Even if we hadn't been in Longline, we would have been powerless to stop it regardless. The only one who could have foretold that would be the goddess herself. Anyway, I knew you'd gone off to the Empire after you finished training me 5 years ago. Then I heard you bit the dust during a border dispute in Nord. They said you laid down your life protecting one of your students. But here you are, alive and well. You cheated death and carried on living, just without your title and mark. Won't pry into what you've been doing all these years, but can you at least tell me why you never contacted me?
Before I answer, I should note that you were not the only one in the dark. I did not reach out to my other students either, and I never intended to do so. I wanted you all to walk your own paths, and I intended to leave my survival a secret, a trump card that I could pull out in the wake of a crisis.
Ah, just when you figured it was time to play that card then, to help us with this crisis.
Correct. news regarding the Mafia Almada and the assassins of the Gardens. Their whereabouts were discovered several hours ago.
What? Where?
Almada's leader and executives, as well as the Garden's overseers, have established a new base, and it is located in a city within this very country. What's more, that information has been passed around to all the major players in this nation.
Wait, all of them? That means the army, police, and the guild are all in the know. Tim Hayaway and the other Jaeger Corps are also aware of this new base?
Yes. I imagine they are all preparing to take action at this very moment. This country's supreme authority is no exception. They have resolved to quell the unfolding chaos. And they will do so by any means necessary, even if that involves fighting one evil with another.
That's what Guillaume was talking about earlier. Sure, many Jaeger Corps will be all over this, people included. Marduk HQ will probably be making their move as well. Can't be serious. All these groups are going to flood the city at once? So where do you stand in all this, Master? By the sound of it, these people are going to try and capture Almada alive or go after their heads. Some might even be aiming to get their grubby little hands on one of those nuclear devices. That would be really bad. Granted, I don't know how likely that is. Just having one of those things would make you public enemy number one. Thin stretch, though. There's plenty of historical precedent for groups using artifacts as weapons. So given the stakes, what are you planning to do?
As it stands, I am effectively dead. If the people of my former home decide to act, I will not join them, nor stand in their way. However, now that the gift of life has been bestowed upon me once more, I intend to honor it by supporting the youths whose futures are so bright, and also to keep them safe from venomous fiends like these unwanted guests of yours.
Uh-oh. What? Yeah, we're busy in here. Afraid you'll have to come back another day.
That's so. What a shame. And after we came all this way to give you a job. And a little souvenir from your reporter friend.
Fine. Get in here.
That'd reel you in. Thanks, bud.
Do excuse us.
As you two? Shady duo from that nightclub in Tharbad. Met you back in Longlai.
Oh, you recognized me after all?
Nice to finally meet you all, ladies and gentlemen of Arkride Solutions. Oh, now there's a face I never thought I'd see again.
Oh, neither did I. Tell me, what's a dead man doing out of his coffin?
Granted life once more, and I don't need to tell you the reason why, because you already know.
No need to give us the death glare, you old fossil. We've traded many friendly blows in the past, haven't we? Why don't we bury the hatchet? Let's be like the Jaegers. Embrace yesterday's foe as today's friend.
Afraid I'll still have to decline. If the Azure Abyss or the late Steel Maiden made the suggestion, I would have entertained the thought. Not for you, though. Never in a million years.
He's got your number, dear. No one will ever reconcile with you. And for that, you've no one to blame but yourself.
You're on thin ice. But your words are laced with the truth, venomous though they are.
I get it now. You're the guy the Direwolf and Ren warned us about. Part of Ouroboros, then. Their highest-ranking members at that. The fourth Anguis. Oh, brother.
The name's Elroy Harwood. I'm the fourth Anguis. But you can just call me the Oathbreaker. Everyone does.
Enforcer number 3, Lucrezia Isoli. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Arkwright Solutions.
Put that away. This is a smoke-free building.
Really now? Very well. I promise I won't smoke in here. Ooh, accidentally went and made an oath there. And I can't afford to keep those. I've got a reputation and a title to uphold, you see. Gotta break an oath or two from time to time.
From time to time? You break oaths and rules as easily as you breathe.
True, true. Anyway, on to business. I want you to go on a little trip for me.
You for real? Okay.
What? You're not up for it? Strange. I thought I heard you took work from anyone.
Yeah, if the work's reasonable, and if I like you. Likability's going up in smoke faster than that tobacco in the cigar. I know you guys are after Almada. Hell, you probably know where they're at too. But before we ask you where that is, I need to know why you've come to us.
You gotta be kidding me. Do I really gotta spell it out? It's 'cause you kids will make things way more fun.
Fun? How can you even say that? There's nothing fun about this whole ordeal. Don't waste your energy on this guy. He isn't someone you can appeal to with logic and reason.
The Society has already decided its course of action for this whole thing, and I'm leading the charge. Enforcer number 3 will be backing me up, and so will Enforcer number 8, who you already know so well. The goal's to round up the members of Almada and the Gardens, and murder every last one of them.
See, and you ain't doing so in the name of justice, I mean.
Nope. Had they kept to their little dog and pony shows, we wouldn't lay a finger on them. Honestly, I rather enjoyed kicking back and watching them wreak havoc. But they've become a threat to our plans now, and we can't have that. If those little bugs want to punch above their weight, then we'll crush them beneath our feet.
Though no doubt it will be easier said than done. They're both troublesome and insidious, and some rather formidable guests will be joining their party.
Right, you'll have some fierce competition.
Everyone's got different aims here. Some want them brought to justice. Some want them dead and buried. Heiyue will surely be joining the fray, and I'll bet the Jaeger Corps will be after their bounty. I'm guessing Marduk HQ will be there too, yeah?
More than likely. Guild won't stand idly by either. Same go for the Gralsritter. Artifacts are involved in this after all. I wouldn't be surprised if other forces from the church showed up as well.
All right. You got students in other parts of the church, not just the Gralsritter. Things are gonna get interesting then. Must be tough being a master. I don't envy you.
That is what fate has in store, then I will follow it. You needn't concern yourself with me.
Regardless, that should serve as the basic overview of the situation. Almada and the Gardens will not be the only sources of mischief in that city. One wrong move and the whole affair could turn into an indiscriminate bloodbath. So someone ought to keep an eye on the little guys, don't you think?
In other words, civilians might get killed and you aren't going to look after them. You guys are scum. Still, if Almada really does have another nuclear weapon in their possession, no other choice but to get involved.
You can use whatever justification you want. I don't really care why you join, just so long as you do. Because if you don't, this whole thing will be a snooze cruise from start to finish. I need you kiddos to prevent this battle from being too one-sided.
What do you mean by that?
The Guild's the only one in this brawl that's going to be fighting for the common man. If we add you to the mix, however, it'll make for a more balanced blend. A recipe that's made for chaos. Oh, and should you happen to run into us, I'd like you to come at me knives out, and ready to cut me into a million little pieces. I'm very much into that sort of thing.
You are one masochistic bastard. Well, we got a reason for chasing Almada down, so I'm not opposed to doing this on the side. First, I need to get one thing straight. I have a hunch you guys have some connection to either Almada or the Gardens. Philip, what kind of relationship does Ouroboros have with them?
Huh. Well, it isn't a close one, if that's what you're wondering. We haven't exactly been keeping in touch as of late. But your hunch is on point. We do have a connection with the Gardens.
You see, the two of us were once part of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, an organization of assassins. 14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold. Although they did not do the same for many of its other members. The society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest. Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock.
Wait, you don't mean...
Huh. Has it already been 14 years? Time sure flies when you're having fun. And the society has offered me a wealth of entertainment.
From the data available to Marduk, there's only one operation that matches your story. Really hope it ain't the one I'm thinking of. Please tell me the group y'all are talking about isn't.
It's exactly as you think. The DG cult. You know the ones. The devil worshippers that spread chaos across the Republic and the continent as a whole.
Wait, I've heard about those fiends from Sao. I heard about them from Grammy.
I brought the remnants of the Moonlight Horse and the DG cult together and set them loose on the world. That's how the Gardens were created. They find seeds that are scattered by the wind and grow them into fresh assassins that are ripe for the picking. Had I left them alone, the founding members would have rotted away, and their budding talent would have died on the vine. But by mixing the leftovers of the cult and the Order, I created a chemical reaction more potent than my wildest imagination could have conjured. I gave that one domino a little push, and look at all the tragedies and pain that befell the world.
How could you? This is all your fault. I take back what I said earlier. You aren't just a masochist bastard, you're also a sadistic monster.
You're wrong. My colleagues, like the Wellspring Alchemist and the Professor, never go far enough for my tastes. But that's humanity for you. No one's the same. We've all got our own desires that make us tick.
Yeah, and those things that make you tick just so happen to tick me off. Get what you want us to do, though. It comes at the perfect time, given Dingo's last request. I don't like the idea of getting involved with these shitheads, but you might be right. This gathering will include Marduk, Hayaway, the Guild, and many other formidable groups. Loath as I am to admit it, we may require their aid if we are to force our way inside. Surely there's another way. Not want to help a pair of cold-blooded killers.
Oh, you do not need to think of it as helping us. You may instead think of it as entering a mutually beneficial relationship, where our goal is simply to use one another for our own ends.
I can take charge of laying the groundwork for the requests you'll get at the city. Those will keep you plenty busy. I'll even throw in a couple that'll give you a real thrill.
You don't slip a trap or two in.
My. They really don't trust you, do they?
Anyway, sounds like we have ourselves a deal. Oh, almost forgot the other reason I came to this little office. Here's that souvenir I mentioned earlier.
Sure, it's safe.
If you're worried about radiation, Don't be. The professor, our technical expert, looked into the matter, and he found no traces of it whatsoever. The three disciples are probably racking their brains about that mystery this very moment.
Radioactive contamination, but all the theories we have suggest, hey, perhaps they don't apply because the bomb was detonated in a non-traditional manner. So lost. Hang on a second. You nabbed the camera before the authorities locked the scene down? Won't ask how you managed to get there ahead of the cops. I heard the answer. You leaving this big old black eye.
Ooh.
In our hands now, Dingo.
Guess we'll be off. We wouldn't want to overstay our welcome now, would we? I can hardly wait to see how you and those relics of yours will liven things up.
What's about the Genesis? I haven't got a clue what you're on about, so you gonna tell us where we're going or not?
Why don't you ask the defanged lion? I've done enough talking for one day.
Well then, have a lovely rest of your day.
Whew, glad you were here, Master. I thought I would have been able to keep my cool otherwise. Nonsense. Would have handled things just fine on your own. You held your ground well against them. I've grown into a fearless leader in my absence. I think you're giving me too much credit. Alright guys, I'm gonna ask that you all stay here. I'm going solo on this one. Huh? But why? Too dangerous. Their turf and everyone there will be playing by their rules. Tell them what'll happen there. I can be a lot more flexible if I'm on my own. But I can make an exception for Master. I figure I'm gonna need his help at least. Figure right, that is precisely why I came in the first place. Don't get me wrong, I don't think of y'all as a burden. Best of it, labor. Need you to gather info, be the point of contact for other groups, work with the guild, and...
You
Hey.
done flapping your gums yet? Good, because I stopped listening when I heard the words, "It's too dangerous."
I appreciate that you're worried about us. I really do. However...
We all have our reasons for wanting to go along with you. Mine is to ensure the nuclear devices can never again be used for malicious means.
Marduk considers this crisis to be a matter of grave concern, so it is only logical that I also accompany you.
You said it yourself. I'm not even a part-timer here to begin with, which means you can't order me around. I'm a phantom thief, so I'm gonna steal this show whether you like it or not.
On you guys.
I haven't been stealing my nerves all this time for nothing. I'm not letting anything get between me and my sweet, sweet revenge. Even if you fire me, I'll just hitch a ride with Heiyue instead.
And I'd try to join up with the warriors of Kruga. I would really rather go with everyone here, though. I want to tackle this thing head on, the Spriggan way.
Naturally, I would like to accompany you as well. Not just because of the Genesis, though I'll admit that is a factor. More importantly, I feel this conflict is born from the source of Calvard's turmoil, the distortions in the everyday world I know and the underworld. If my feeling is correct, then I must see this through to its conclusion. I recognize this may be a harrowing experience for me, but even so, I am determined to confront the harsh realities that lie in wait. So take me with you, Van. Please.
Agnes.
Wow.
Somehow I knew it'd end up like this one way or another. Lucky for you, though, the trouble isn't happening on a weekend or during a school and have to play hooky.
I know, and I do feel guilty about it. Still, I have a plan in mind, so don't worry.
Starting to think I'm a bad influence. Make sure you get paid in advance, that way you'll have mirror for bribes and hush money.
I wasn't planning on going that far.
Wow, Van's right. He really is a bad influence on you.
Okay then. Now that we've got all that squared away, mind sharing the location of the base?
Right. We need to know where they are so we can kick their sorry butts.
Very well then. The base of operations is located in the third largest city in the Republic, as well as its oldest. It is also the place where the terrorists of Calvert get much of their funding. The old city capital, Aracion. That is where they have set the stage for their Carnival of Chaos.
Going to Aracion. Go.
Those are impressive results.
There, God Zeman. I may have lost
69
my
years
life
old?
once,
Nice.
but that alone would never be enough to stop me.
I think how it's slot 0, slot 1. Very programmery. Really is a shame we can't take Marielle with us. At least she's going there with the guild, better than traveling on her own. Yeah, sounds like they're planning to send a lot of people over to Aracion. Can't think of a better group for the job. Indeed, helping civilians is what they do best. Meanwhile, we're only gonna avenge that handsome reporter guy. Be able to get the matter settled with your school, Agnes? I told them yesterday that I would be absent for a few days due to a family emergency. They've always been very accommodating of my family situation, although I've never taken advantage of it like this. I don't think anyone can blame you given the circumstances. Still a black mark on your spotless record, though. Miss Perfect's gonna turn into Miss Delinquent before we know it. As long as she doesn't sink to Van's level, she'll be fine. I'm literally standing right here. You guys sure love to bicker, don't you? What of Miss Bright and your other friends? Have you informed them? Ren already knows. She's going to be helping the guild on this mission. She already left last night, so I expect we'll run into her in Aracion. Sense? Guess we had to take some time off too then. Yeah, she told the school she received an emergency request to return home from the Liberalian embassy. I didn't get a chance to fill in Odette and Albert on what's happening, though. I'll make it a point to apologize to them when we get back. Sounds like a plan. Morning, y'all. Sorry you two had to get up so early on our account. We have to get the bistro ready for business anyway. Though tell me, why is the actress going with you? Oh, I'm going with them to assess the location for my next film. Yeah, that's it. That goes well then. I was hoping Yume would be able to get up and see you off, but it was just too early for her. Well, we'll buy her a souvenir or two while we're out. So tell her to look forward to them. Of course, I'll do just that. I'm almost scared to ask why you have to leave for Aracion of all places, especially at a time like this. But remember, I'm holding you to your promise about that souvenir. Take good care of your people, you troublemaking buffoon. If you don't, if even one of them gets hurt, I'm doubling the rent on your office. Ouch! You're not pulling any punches, are you? Well, do what I can to keep him safe. Pick the best souvenir money can buy. It'll put a big smile on Yume's face. Guaranteed. We've not known each other for long, Mr. Zeman, but I can tell you're no ordinary traveler. Please make sure my tenants come back safe and sound. Of course. What I'm here for. In return, why don't we go for another round of chess when I get back? Would not be opposed to having more of that heavenly food of yours, too. Nothing would make me happier, especially since our game last night ended in a draw.
Wait!
This asshole again. Albert, Odette. Can we just hit him with the car and be done with it? What are you two doing here?
Ren texted us. She said the two of you will be absent for the next 3 days. As soon as I got her message, I woke up Odette, and we called a cab and got here as fast as possible.
Most trains aren't running at this hour, so that was really our only option.
Now then, where exactly are you going this early, Off on another thrilling adventure with that scoundrel and his shady entourage? If you keep throwing yourself into danger, one day you'll wind up getting hurt. or worse.
Sorry for worrying you both. I could have told you. Can't promise it won't be dangerous, but I have to do...
No! You don't have to do anything. I don't want to lose you. I mean, look at what happened to Cray. I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself because of your family, but if that's your only reason, if you're just risking your life for your dad's sake, then I won't let you go.
Dad. I'll admit that I'm doing this in part because of Dad. That's not my only reason. Ever since I started this job, I've been exposed to people of all walks of life, related a wealth of important life experience. I felt closer to my mother and grandmother than ever before through the things they left behind. It's all become just as vital to my growth as our day-to-day lessons at RMS. I even go so far to say that it's become an inseparable part of who I am. But please, don't try to stop me. I'm not going just because of my family or because of what they passed down to me, and because this is something that I have to do for myself.
Yes.
Ugh. What car is that?
You're certainly up bright and early. About to depart, I take it?
Hey, how's he doing here? What? Him? The guy who's always on the city screen.
One must always be responsible when making critical decisions, and be acutely aware of their potential repercussions. I pray you took that into careful consideration when making yours, Agnes.
Of course I did. I am my father's daughter, after all. I fully intend to seize every opportunity to broaden my horizons and learn from my collective experiences. As much as it pains me to admit, I can't promise that I'll return safe and sound. But I can promise that I'll spare no effort to do so. The last thing I want is to sadden you and the friends I love so dearly.
Agnes.
Very well. Make the most of your connections while you're away. The CID is at your beck and call. There are many truths that lie dormant in the gap between ideals and reality. You would do well to seek them out. I will cover for you with regards to your absence from Aramis. You have 3 days, no more, no less. If you exceed that, I will send in the army. That is as far as I'm willing to compromise.
That's more than enough. Thank you, Dad.
I entrust my daughter into your care, Arkwright. You would do well to utilize her services to the fullest. I see you've gathered a retinue of assistants and associates. I am depending on you all to keep her safe from harm.
No need to worry, Mr. Prez. Your girl's in good hands. We may skirt the rules of society from time to time, but we ain't about to break any labor laws.
I too will do all I can to ensure the safety of everyone here.
You have my thanks.
I will give you a call once you reach the city. I shall leave a certain other woman in your capable hands as well.
Well,
always finds a way to saddle me with busy work. Anyway, that president is sure something. Definitely has the looks for the part. But he sure doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. The guy clearly cares about you, but he just won't come out and say it.
Well, he is a politician at heart. Evading direct answers is what they're good at.
Ah, darn it. I had so many arguments prepared, but now they've been blown out of the water. Just come back to me safely, all right?
Will do.
If anything does happen, just give us a ring, and we'll be there before you know it.
What are you gonna
Until
do?
Then, please look after our friend.
Of course.
Yeah, you got it.
If fucking Arkwright Solutions with this many powerhouses in it can't handle it, along with the Guild, Hayaway, Ouroboros, the Army, CID, like, what the fuck are 2 students from Aramis gonna do? Really sorry for keeping this from you all. The relation to Professor Epstein was plenty surprising as is. Never imagined your father was a huge celebrity too. Real obvious you were hiding something, but damn, that's a hell of a bombshell. No kidding, I'm still processing everything. Get what you mean. I assume the decision to conceal your surname was made by the government? That's correct. It was part of a program designed to protect confidential state secrets. Claudel was my mother's last name. My real name is... Don't gotta spell it out. Had a hunch you borrowed it from your mom's side, though. Really? Been 4 years since my mother died now. Before that, even though my father was a politician in the opposition party, he was always just Dad to me. After Mom died, and especially after he announced his candidacy 2 years ago, we've been drifting further and further apart. That was followed by the surprise election results that I'm sure you all know about. After that, I enrolled at Aramis under my mother's surname. Wasn't expecting my childhood friends Odette and Albert to be there too, though. Dad's remained distant ever since. Suppose that's what led me to becoming so invested in the diaries Mom left behind. Which eventually brought me to Van to find the first Genesis. You all know the rest of the story from there. So that's how it is. Both my mother and grandmother are still around, so I can't relate to that part of your story. But I can certainly understand to being attached to your family's legacy. Seem to be much the same in that respect. So you know, I don't discriminate, so who your parents are ain't a problem for me. So long as I'm paying you, I'm gonna be working you hard. I don't need your pops telling me to do that. Of course. Got your back on, yes. Man, how'd we end up with such a group of weirdos, myself included, I guess. The old man here's got something that draws it in people like us. He's not wrong. You know, I can see you all making faces in the rearview mirror like I'm some kind of trouble magnet, right? Especially you, Judith. You don't even work for me. Actually, I've made arrangements to pay her commensurate with the services she provides. Say, what? Insisted on working for free, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Come on, Rosette. She's already rolling in cash from her acting work. Or was gonna go towards a new body kit for the... Man, I swear this dude only cares about the 3 C's. Cars, confections, and communal baths. If I ever end up like him, please smack me upside the head. Think you may need to start keeping him on a shorter leash on, yes. I'll consider it. Good old Ancherville. Who doesn't love Ancherville? On the way to Aracion, came across several checkpoints put up due to the emergency declaration, but the CID had arranged for them to pass through. After a brief pit stop in Ancherville, they hit the road. I know it's not Ancherville. Anchorville. The city we are headed is the capital of Calvard before the revolution 100 years ago. It has a population of around 280,000 people, making it the third most populous city in the Republic. A lot fewer than the capital's 800,000 and Longport's 550,000. Man, oh man, this bike you got here is pure fire. I can't wipe the grin off my face. Glad you're enjoying it, but do ride with care. Didn't get half that reaction when you were driving my girl. Guess even obsessing over something has its downs, huh? I think your truck is nice and comfy if it helps. Now, we know that many other groups are also making their way to our destination. I'm aware of Hayaway and several Jaeger Corps, as well as the Gralsritter, the Papal Guards, and the Papal Guards secret unit. Even the Gralsritter, if I recall. An elite force affiliated with the Congregation for the Sacraments that primarily exists to recover artifacts. And we have the Papal Guard, the Holy City of Arteria's peacekeeping force. They have a special unit of sorts too? No expert on them myself. Can you tell us a bit about them? Certainly. As you may be aware, the Gralsritter is a relatively small organization, comprised of around 1,000 people. The Papal Guard is a force of 30,000 strong that answers directly to the Congregation for Divine Worship. It took part in the war against the Empire. Relationships between the two congregations were strained even before that, but it became more so after the war. Still, while the Papal Guard may have the upper hand in numbers, the Gralsritter has significant advantages. The Guard does not. We got Wazi, we got Kevin, Celis, that other guy, Gaius, of course, and Thomas. Chief among them are the Dominions, the 12 knights that lead the organization, one of them I used to be. Their power and the power of the unique abilities they wield is overwhelming. You encountered the 4th and 11th among them in the Blacklight District. Oh, they're both Dominions. Oh! Their strength, too, is incredible. Incredible enough to match that pair from the society we met yesterday. Real? Damn. Red-haired woman seemed so adorable to me. That weapon she had wasn't so adorable, though. Gotta have some bite to stand up against the direwolf. Most people would be scared out of their mind. Oh wait, the other hooded guy who was down there that day is Iscaro in command. Iscaro being the Papal Guard secret unit that I mentioned earlier. Name is Ashlad. Ashlad. Not have any extraordinary abilities like still a veteran in combat. Learned how to wield a battle mace from me personally, so in a sense he's another student of mine. Huh. With the Papal Guard being so big, I'm sure even their secret unit's pretty sizable, huh? The Oathbreaker's probably right that everyone taking part has their own schemes in mind, them included. Likely so. If I were to speculate, I would say that the Gralsritter aims to take Almada into custody and recover their arc. For Iscaria, I believe they seek to destroy the artifacts or into recovery, as well as execute all of Almada's members who have no doubt long been branded as heretics. Execute? Their job's to take out traitors and criminals. Sounds kind of like Heiwei's Yang show. I didn't think people like that were in the church. Church's situation sounds complicated enough, and they're just a small portion of the group facing. Once we arrive, our first goal should be assessing the situation on the ground, I suppose. I expect to hear what headquarters plans to do soon as well. Know for sure that if there are any Jaegers or warriors in the city once we get there. Judging by how many people are going to be there, I wouldn't be surprised if Abi and the rest of our people come. We'll have to see what we can learn from the guild and CIG too. As soon as we finish contacting everyone and learning all we can, we'll get right to work. Alright, sounds like we're about to get real busy. Yeah. Chapter does not seem like it's going to be small. City and that, you know what that means. New stuff to buy.
It's easy to tell that it's a city with a storied history just by looking at these buildings. I believe I heard the oldest cathedral in all of Calvert can be found in the eastern part of the city.
You heard right. I filmed there a few times myself. That place is always swarming with tourists.
Oh, isn't there like a super huge castle here too?
There is a palace, yes, though it was left in ruins during the revolution. It's called Vashtar Palace, and it was once the center of the old Calvert Kingdom.
Bet that's a decently popular tourist spot too. Wait, what's that?
That thing's called an orbital tram. It'll take you anywhere in Arasian. They're good for scenic drives, but they ain't exactly built for speed. I'd only hop on one when you've got time to kill.
Darn, there goes that plan. We can ride one the next time we visit.
I've come here a few times for work before, but I never thought I'd return under these circumstances.
I've taken the liberty to reserve 2 rooms for us at a nearby hotel.
Awesome. You're a lifesaver, Master. It's not always easy to book rooms on such short notice.
So the Mafia's new base is somewhere in this city.
We'll dig those cowards out of whatever hole they're hiding in. Let's drop by the local branch first, though. We should get our ducks in a row and secure manpower before making a move.
Good thinking. Better to act with caution than with reckless abandon. While we're there, we should take the time to speak with the survivor. We may learn a thing or two from them.
Hopefully so.
Oh, yeah. Your folks are here, aren't they, Elaine? Are you planning to pay them a visit?
No. I'm only interested in handling the task at hand. And I believe our temporary collaborator shares my sentiment.
Indeed. I will assist you all to the best of my ability.
Everyone's just watching each other. Everybody just has spies everywhere.
I've just confirmed that the top dogs of the guild and our young friends have entered the scene.
We are still in the process of gathering intelligence on the enemy, but once our analysis is complete, I will be counting on you to do your part, Yin.
Hi,
Naturally.
Risha.
Just so we are clear, though, I'm not a part of Heiyue, and I'm not doing this for you. However, I agree that we must do something about that weapon. It's a threat not only to the people of Calvert, but to the rest of the world as well. And I will do everything within my power to protect both my former home and my new one.
Wow, that's
Damn.
extra as fuck.
Guess the so-called strongest guy who ever lived is joining the fun.
Indeed. And it appears our friends from our very own Shadow Legion are here as well.
Oh, shit.
There are a lot of powerful players here. We've got the Mafia, the Gardens, and all these other random groups. We have our work cut out for us, don't we?
On the contrary, I believe we could have this whole ordeal settled by the end of the day. But I assume you wish to use this rare opportunity to determine what direction this continent is headed.
Yep. Plus, I'll bet there's gonna be a lot of fun surprises by the end. So we should let this show run its course.
Can't say I'm thrilled about having another run-in with that freak from the Gardens. But I'm still psyched as hell for this thing. That Dante's guy sure knows how to throw a party.
Well, good host or no, that man is a veritable monster. He's almost as bad as our friend in the silly blue coat.
Wow.
Oh. Thank you, Crystal Reyes, for the follow. Appreciate it.
Hey now, I resent that. I'll have you know I'm a model gentleman. One thing's for certain, though. This is going to be a festival to remember.
Boy, they sure didn't, like, ramp down much from Reverie. Like, the beginning is, like, wildly concerning, and then by the time you get to this point in the game, you're like, oh, shit. Damn, the air around the city is toxic as hell. Wrong. Powerful foes all around us, I can feel it. Really, but the town seems so peaceful to me. A lot of tourists around as well. That in and of itself is concerning, given what happened to Cray. From what I heard, the state of emergency lifted after one day here. Anyway, we should call up the CID.
I see you have arrived safely in the city. You were nearly on time as well. I'm impressed.
How do you... Did you set up hidden cameras in here? Never mind. What's the sitch, Renee?
We're still ascertaining the names and numbers of the enemy, but I have learned which organizations are there at present.
Why don't you share with the rest of the class then? For all ears.
First, the Bracer Guild's Edith branch turned up shortly after you, and they were joined by some capable bracers from elsewhere. Then we confirmed the arrival of Heiyue's White Orchid Dragon and Yin, and they likely have a large number of Shangsho accompanying them. A few Jaeger Corps have joined the fray as well, the warriors of Kruga and Eisenshield included. The church sent 2 members of the Grossritter, as well as elite members of Iscariot. Ikaruga and Marduk were also dispatched to Erasion by their clients. Oh, and your clients are there too. They are likely lurking in the shadows as we speak. That's all I have. I shall leave the rest in your capable hands. I must turn my attention to the mountain of tasks that await me.
Just hearing him fire off those big names one by one is enough to make me nauseous. Those are just the highlights. There's still Nidhogg Corps, the Scorpions of Zahat, and an established corps from the Central East. The Lore family's here too. They're the 3rd largest mafia in all of Calvert. Then there's the Stillwater Fleet and Zect Arms. One of them is a group of Sea Jaegers, and the other's a new weapons manufacturer. The criminal organization isn't in Erasion. Got me there. Can't say I've heard of the last few names, though. But we're all too familiar with Ikaruga. I'll bet anything that white-haired girl is leading the charge. I'm all but certain that Marduk sent the elite unit led by Mr. Al-Fayed. I sensed him earlier, so I'd say you're right on the money. And I know for a fact that my people in Ida's Corps are here too. The Republican Army is making their move in secret. What is Almada plotting? Didn't you say they leaked their current location themselves? I did. They invited us all to this place knowing full well that they were painting a target on their backs in the process. They must have been lying in wait as we speak. I imagine we will hear from them enough. This carnival of... Alright, the guy in the armor asked me to take part in a carnival. Is that what this whole thing is about? Yeah, I'd bet money on it. Well, it's glowing real strong right now. Why is it going off now? I only mean... When Zephys are ringing all at once? Caller ID, I'm gonna answer it.
Greetings, my friends. I thank you all for taking time out of your very busy schedules to come here today. My name is Gerard Dantes. I am the head of Almada, as well as the man you seek to destroy.
Not beating around the bush, is he?
I am thrilled to announce that every one of our invitees are in attendance. No doubt you all were brought here under different circumstances, but your end goals are the same. To lead us off in chains, or lead us to an early grave. We thought about simply settling this with an all-out war, but the collateral damage would no doubt be immense. And we would never involve innocent civilians in our bloodshed. At least not without an explicit purpose. So we went back to the drawing board, and we found a far more elegant solution. We decided to host a game. One that would make clever use of the sprawling labyrinth of underground ruins just below this city. The concept is quite simple. We will have you all engage in a fierce competition where you will proceed to slaughter one another like rabid animals. These ruins have existed since the days when this country was a kingdom, and when this city was its capital. They shall serve as the arena for our game. Once you have bathed in the blood of your peers, you will earn the right to challenge one of my pawns. Should you take all of my pieces, the last team standing will have the opportunity to checkmate me here in Vashtar Palace. That is the long and short of it.
Wants us to duke it out in a battle royale? Must be sick in the head if they think we'll play along with this insanity.
I should mention that participation is compulsory, so I would not skip out on this if I were you. That is, if you value your own lives, as well as those of the 280,000 innocents in this city.
It's a nuclear weapon. The one that destroyed Cray. Get another one of those damn things after all. You're the last of Professor Callahan's incomplete prototypes.
I trust that an explanation of this device's capabilities is unnecessary. This game has a number of rules that govern participation, the evacuation of civilians, and other such matters. Should anyone break the rules, the device will instantly detonate, sending everyone straight to the afterlife, whether that be heaven or Gehenna. Rule violations will be assessed on a case-by-case basis by an impartial surveillance system, which is run by this relic.
6 Genesis. It would be involved in some manner.
The device's judgment is absolute. Do not think you can pull the wool over its all-seeing eye. Should you wish to face me in battle, you must eliminate the other teams and conquer the game. It really is that simple. I do hope you will enjoy this carnival that we have dutifully prepared. I know that I will. And there's the noon bell. The game's first round will begin exactly 2 hours from now. Each team has been assigned an entrance to the labyrinth. We will send each of you a map with their locations momentarily. Once you arrive, you will need to search for a key card that we hid near your respective entrances. And that about covers our overview. I look forward to seeing who I will fight at the end of these thrilling 3 days.
These must be the rules of the game in the map to the underground. Have a look at them right away. The game begins at noon today and ends at 11:59 p.m. on November 22nd. At exactly midnight, Almada will leave the area and detonate the bomb. None of the participating players may enter or leave Erasion, or can they call on reinforcements from the outside. Any attempt to leak information on the game to the press or to the people of Erasion will result in immediate detonation. Not attack Vashtar Palace from the outside or attempt to infiltrate it by any means other than through the established game area. At the end of each round, a new underground area will be unlocked with a boss assigned to each. The last remaining team can enter the palace. This can't be happening. Fortunately, it is happening. We really are being forced to participate in a battle royale. With the Genesis watching over us, we will have to comply and abide by these rules. Well, right, if it catches us breaking any one of them, the whole city will be destroyed. Our options are limited, with the entirety of Erasion's population being held hostage. Hey, wait a second. If the bomb detonates early, then they'll get caught up in the blast too, won't they? No, these guys can teleport to safety whenever they want. So even if they couldn't, I doubt they'd do this any differently. You guys are utterly insane. So this is how they plan to exploit the fruits of Professor Callahan's labor. How utterly abhorrent. Can't say I'm happy about how they're abusing the Genesis either. There are less than 2 hours till the first round begins. We have little time to waste. What should our next move be, Van? Say we get in the field right away. Can't afford to just sit on our hands, not with what's at stake here. Eventually we'll need to make our way over to the entrance and grab our keycard. But first I think we should walk around the South District. It will help us get our bearings. While we're in the area, we can visit the guild branch there too. Sounds like a plan. These are all the rules. I might have an idea. Okay. Before we get into Erasion and all of that stuff, I'm going to take a quick break, stretch, run and use the bathroom, because I think this is going to be a bit of a humdinger. I will be back in just a few minutes. Soon. Okay, I'm back. So, we've got some things to purchase, perchance. What's your... Holy shit, his attack is the same as Van's. Well, we'll have to get him kitted.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
Modifying your orsment, are you?
Fine, huh? That's his basic one. Umbercracker, so it's Arc of El Dorado. What the shit? So Crimson is fire and time. Okay. Good to know. Break defense. He has Nagi. Crit rate, physical damage, speed.
Let me handle this. New skill unearthed. That's a single element slot. Skill set updated. That's a single element slot. Skill set updated. That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot. Skill set updated.
All right, well. Junk shop. Gallop gear. I think Golden Glove is probably better here. Melting Thread. Yeah, I don't really care about arts damage on Aaron. I want to keep the... Barrage Turbine 2. I wouldn't mind the quick trigger, but I've already spent so much on that. Okay, so we've got a few more shops here. We've got an event across the way. Let's check out our shops first.
Maybe I'll take the tram.
Take a good look around. I'm proud of all my wares. It's been a pleasure.
Don't you need a souvenir? Hello there. See you again.
Got the ceramic coin.
Why not buy something to remember your time here?
What's next?
Thank you, Van.
60. Wow. Okay. Go do our first event. Oh, up.
Welcome. Thanks. Welcome.
Both of these cut my evasion, my defense. But they only drop my evasion by 1 point. Alright, let's think about it.
What have we got?
Doesn't look like there's any good info here. Don't see any 4 SPGs on the board. Weird, I thought the Society was spreading the word that I'm in town. They'll start rolling in soon. Not like we can deal with them today, anyway. Game will begin soon, and we aren't sure how much time we will have in the evening. Got a point there. Guess we'll just have to check back tomorrow. Just worry about making it through the first round for the time being. Alright, we need to prepare for the game.
First, I will need a summary of everything that's happening in the surrounding area. We'll also need to touch base with the local police. The CID has ordered them to work with us.
One second. Okay. So we're coming up on when LGC actually matters. Very soon. And there are a bunch of different routes to the game. So what we'll do is I'm gonna pick the one I'm least interested in first. And we will be playing this part several times because there's an achievement for each one, and each one has different enemies and different allies to work with. And I do want to play them all. I know this is going to make the game significantly longer, but I don't actually know how far I have to go. But I'm going to split my save here, and we're going to try and do them all. It seems like each one also has different items and bosses, which is fucking bananas. This game is silly.
Bear in mind, though, they likely haven't been informed of the game, so be careful not to leak anything about it. As for the underground...
Ren!
Oh, hello. I'm glad you all could join us.
Hi, everyone!
So you guys are getting right down to business too, huh? I knew Armada wasn't gonna make things easy for us, but they've turned our expectations on our heads yet again. Been a while, Roaring Lion. I'm happy to see you're still alive and kicking.
Same to you, friend.
You know each other? Should have expected that. He probably knew my master through his own. That's about the short of it. Just to be clear, though, I thought he died 3 years ago, too. Anyway, Ren's gonna be serving as our supervisor while we're here. She's also the liaison between the guild and the other factions in the city. We figured she'd be a perfect fit for the job. Feel much better with her on board. She was a big help during the war 2 years ago. Do feel a little bad, though. She has a lot on her plate. Certainly have my work cut out for me. Almada's sadistic scheming isn't making matters any simpler. But I'll manage. I'm quite proficient at multitasking, so this is well within my capabilities. Lucky to have you, Ren. Go get him, Tiger. Wow, you've got a lot of bracers for the top, huh? Even the Gekka tomboy's here. How's it going, girlie? Not in the mood. Sorry, we're all a little on edge right now. We lost one of our people today. What? Your bracers were exploring the underground labyrinth and they ran into Armada, who were likely in the midst of preparing for the game. They managed to bring back some valuable intelligence, but at a steep cost. One of them was badly wounded and the other passed away this morning. That's horrible. So sorry to hear that, you guys.
I just finished getting ready, Jin. Oh.
Lane.
I had heard you were in the city, but I didn't expect to run into you so soon.
Take it you've been worried about me after what happened yesterday? Don't be. I'm fine now. Stakes as high as they are, I can ill afford to be reckless, nor can I be too caught up in the past. I hear you there. How about we let bygones be bygones then? Yes, let's. Since you're here, I'm sure you fully intend to dive headlong into the jaws of danger. Normally, I would suggest that you not take your assistants on a journey with you. But seeing as there's no safe haven here, I will only ask that you and your friends be careful. Of course, and you do the same. We should probably get going, you two. Good, off to the underground then. We'll be counting on you all to handle everything up here. Understood, we won't let you down. Watch your backs out there. I'm gonna get to work too. May not be able to keep my editors in the loop about this, but they won't stop me. If Dingo was here, he would do something about this. Need my help with anything, or if you want to talk, you know where to find me. Thank you. We'll make sure to take you up on that if we need to. Perhaps we could ask if the messages we receive from Almada all contain the same information, just in case.
Ooh, there's the Opera House. I've always wanted to take a peek inside.
Now might not be the time.
Looks pretty different from the theater back home.
As soon as we accomplish our objective, we can come back and watch one of their performances.
No trade. Well, actually.
Welcome.
Don't have enough. Okay. We might have to do a bunch of that between days. Okay. I guess we don't really have a choice.
The tram is departing.
Go.
Whoa, this cathedral is huge!
Yeah, almost like it's towering above us.
Here we go. Be it. Our keycard's waiting for us just on the other side of this door. Place. It's right next to where we're staying. Convenient. We received instructions on how to open the door, yes? Yeah, it came with the message we got. Similar to how I opened these kinds of doors back in Edith. Take it this is the Mafia's work too, then. Probably. Either way, we don't know what we're gonna run into here, so be careful, you guys. That is one very large door. Guessing that's our way in? Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of fighting on the other side of it. This device must be our keycard scanner. We got a couple of side paths too. I sense monsters in both of them. This place is big. Actually, judging by how the sound is reverberating in here, I believe this area in particular is quite small. And it won't take long to explore every nook and cranny. Let's hop to it. Cinch with Master's help. Couldn't ask for a better ally than the head of the Kunlun school. Looking forward to seeing you in action again. I'm looking forward to seeing how much my pupil has grown. Right.
Here goes! I'm on the scene! We can win right now!
Sucker.
Now, Fairy!
Activating skill. Have some more.
All you on, yes.
Nailed it.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Bear guard!
Sucker.
A gift from above, perhaps. Prepare yourselves for a fight. I will fight.
So we've got Titus Hammer, delay, medium, back attack, Resistance and arts resistance down. Self buff, impede, and vigor. Wow. Celestial impact.
Going all in.
See what Titus Hammer looks like. Oh. Overkill. Hey, Septive.
It should be safe for now. You were a great help on yes.
Actually. Wow, he's pretty spry for an old guy. Holy shit. I have so much damage.
You're up, Aaron. Sucker, they're stunned. Keep moving, Dan. Gotcha.
I shall handle this. That was a decent fight.
Couldn't picture any different, Master.
Oh, I smell treasure.
Got a charge attack ready. Wide open.
Fist, fist. I do love the power of fist.
Activating skill. Sucker.
Finish him, Van! Gotcha! Got ya!
Make it count, Aaron.
Wide open.
Go to town, Gramps. Add some more.
Goodness.
That was a decent fight.
Freeze 2.
Bear guard.
Holy shit, you don't screw around, do you, Gramps?
That's my master for you. He's always been a beast, but he still keeps one-upping himself.
Ow.
I could say the same for you. I'm not the only one who has honed its craft.
Wide open.
It's time.
Engaging skill.
Smash you into bits. Please, Judith.
Activating skill.
Wide open.
Our guard's very fun.
You're up, Aaron!
Look, that'll work. Keep moving, Van.
Use a sharp boost to get the activating drug.
Keep moving, Van.
Pew!
Here I go.
The enemy's just too far away for me to get there. Which I think is very funny.
That was a decent fight.
Couldn't picture any different, Master.
Wide open.
Ooh, I got a double stun. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. That qualifies as that hurts.
Activating skill. Too slow.
You're up, Aaron!
Blazing blast.
Triple overkill.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Not half bad, Aaron.
Titanium charm. Pretty expensive.
A gift from above, perhaps.
Fucking get out of here.
Got a charge attack ready. Wide open.
Double stun.
Now or never!
Activating skill.
Wide open.
You're up, Aaron!
Gotcha.
Couldn't take your eyes off me,
Hellfire
right?
verse.
That wasn't half bad, Aaron.
If I want a firecaster, that's good. Alright. Now we've got the whole little area cleared up. You know, I should probably equip... That'd be smart. Ow, that's a lot of speed. Holy.
Switching to maintenance mode.
The sphere or a breath tyrants. Want something with Spark Edge aerial dust.
Art's lineup altered.
Art's switched out. Activating maintenance mode.
Drive extra.
Skills changed. Skills changed.
That should cover a lot. So if I see fire earth weakness, I'm in business.
Looks like a stopping point.
Oh boy. That. I was only able to buy 3, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Activating maintenance mode. Skills changed. Skills changed. Skills changed. Skills changed. Skills changed. Skills changed. Sorry, that's a single element slot. Skills changed.
Maintenance mode act. Maintenance mode act. Switching to maintenance
There it is. Sacrifice it. Action 1. Swap this to Airyverse and change this to action 3,
New shard skill learned.
which should make Katra just a fucking machine gun. So he's a machine gun on wind and space arts. He's a machine gun on fire and water arts.
Activating maintenance mode.
Which I should probably change up, actually.
Activating maintenance mode.
We have Conundrum. Gives a shit about Corundrum. Earthenberg. How's Earthenberg? Oh, I can equip it. Change in.
Maintenance mode
Let me handle
activated.
this. Let me handle
Maintenance mode switching to maintenance.
Initiating maintenance. Initiating maintenance.
Odd.
Initiating maintenance.
Why does she have so many hits? You have a hit too. I have 2 ceramic coins equipped. You. Really? That's what I did? Whatever, just... Platinum coin. Okay. Platinum. Belt. Crit plus 20. Ah, that's... Oh, Emerald. Crit and evasion plus 9. Rose bottle really the best I can do? I feel like there's gotta be something. Ah, the marble brooch. They go into the yellow pendulum. Why? Okay. Oh, I didn't read the fucking...
Righty. Time to flex my cooking muscles. Go on, have a taste.
10,000 HP? Holy shit, dude.
We would do well to rest here.
Don't have a lot of fire. Same as always, because I have so many physical fucking attackers, dude. Okay. Here we go. Oh my. Watch out, everyone. That one means business. If its placement here, a dead end, is deliberate. I'm inclined to believe that we have to defeat it to proceed with the game. Yeah, that's probably how we get our right to participate. Let's cut it down to size.
Deploying shards. Let's rumble.
Your turn. I've got this. You're next. Lapis code. Activate. Bear guard.
Earth, wind, and space. Mostly space.
Going all in.
Engaging skill.
Go time.
Going all in. Sucker.
Here goes. Blink and you'll miss it. Keep moving, Van. Too slow. It's go time.
Have some more.
Here's our chance.
Activating drive.
Hurry, gotcha! Here I go.
Master, I need your help.
Get out of here! It's time! Hurry, gotcha!
Activating drive.
Have some more. Keep moving, Van. Too slow.
All right. See what Burgard's S-Break is. Celestial Impact.
Boost gauge upgraded.
There you go.
Moving on up.
Done and done. Look at what it dropped. VR keycard. Perfect, we can use it to open the door then. Looks like a standard issue security card, but it has fairly modern design. Fascinating. Look, the Genesis is reacting to it.
Keycard acquired. You have been registered as Team Arkwright Solutions.
Wait, what? That thing know we were the ones who picked it up. Hell, I don't see any cameras around. They hidden or something? I don't think so. I'm thinking this is just part of the Genesis's surveillance system. I'm of the same mind. In this case, I believe it's confirming that we obtained our keycard. Plausible hypothesis. We already know that the system is designed to be the keeper of the rules, but I didn't realize it could monitor us closely. Yeah, with that thing following our every move, the bomb could go off the second a rule is broken. Hey, don't get all doom and gloom on me, you guys. As long as we play by the book, we'll be fine. So I bet we can find a few loopholes here and there, too. Don't forget, our boss man's a loophole-finding master. Good point. Hey, that feels more like a diss than a compliment. Still, you're not wrong. And I'm idea generating as we speak. Can't rack my brain over it too much, though. If we sit on our asses, we'll be having a date with the goddess tonight. We'll come up with something, though. We'll find a way to outwit him. Yeah, I'm sure we will. Either way, we got the card now, but we can't use it just yet. May as well head back above ground for now. Okay, we've already taken a cursory look around this district. I wish we could do the same for the others, but we don't have time. First round will be starting very soon. At least we were able to exchange info with the guild. We got our keycard too. Maybe we can take a quick breather while we wait for... Sorry, but we can't. There's something we gotta do before we head into the game. And what's that? Based on the size of the arena and the teams that we're going to be up against, our chances of winning and taking home the gold are slim to none. Normally I'd call you pessimistic wuss for saying that, but you got a point. We're up against Heavyweight, top-ranked Jaegers, and even our batshit clients. Our group is rather small in comparison to much of our competition, and though a few groups are lacking in numbers, they make up for it with their tacticals. Definitely true of Abi and my brother. But we can't throw in the towel. Yeah, we won't. We just got a hole in the manpower department, and there's only one way to fill it: recruit more people. Wait, are you suggesting you wish to form an alliance with another team, I take it? Exactly. It'll be completely equal partnership, of course. The other teams have all got their goals and agendas, as well as the resources to see them through. Normally, they'd never form a partnership with anyone, but we've got the benefit of not being beholden to anyone. We're flexible like that. But wouldn't doing this break one of the rules? None of the participating players may enter or leave a ration, nor can they call in on reinforcements from the outside. Joining forces with another team classify as calling in reinforcements? I don't think so. The rule specifically prohibits calling on them from the outside. It doesn't say anything about doing so from inside the city. Technicality saves the day. Probably violates the spirit of the rule, but who cares? It's their own damn fault for not being more clear. But who are we going to turn to, and how are we going to find them? Guild is one option. We know where they are located, and they would very likely agree to your proposal. True, but there might be other good candidates too, even if they come with more risk. Just gotta make sure it's a team that fits with our way of doing things. For finding out where the other teams are, there's a friend of ours here in the city who might be able to lend a hand there. Oh, Ren. Great idea. If anyone could back us up or help with that'd be her. Let's hurry over to the guild. So, here's where we have to make our choice. So this is our split.
Just had a quick break, that's all.
So now, let's choose.
I see.
It is possible that I don't do the rest of these on stream, depending upon how far I have to go. But regardless, this is going to be where I split the save for this reason. Hello there, you look like you have something on your mind. Something we want to discuss with you. Quite the clever little scheme you've devised. Leave it to Van to find and exploit the smallest of loopholes within the rules. Think you can help us out? Of course. Who do you think you're talking to? I already know the names of all the teams, their bases of operations within the city, and where their respective entrances are located. Oh, you haven't even been here an hour! Whew, bet she's on our side. Of course, I can't spill all of the tea, but I can at least let slip the current location of teams. If you wish to have a successful alliance, I suggest you ally with a group that aligns with your principles. Do you have a particular team in mind? The only teams that consider allying with us are... So, this is a choice. So, Bracer Guild is always there. If you don't hit level 3 on any of the stats, you just have to go with the Bracer Guild. The other options are grayed out. Payaway, I think you get for having Gray. Ouroboros is Chaos, and Ikaruga is a combination of 5 in Gray and Chaos. So, I don't know who I want to go with here. I think Ikaruga could be interesting. So, Law level 3 is Bracers. But you do that basically, you get that by accident, just by playing the game pretty much. Then, Gray level 3 you get Heiwei, Chaos level 3 you get Ouroboros, and Law and Chaos you get... Law and Chaos combine for 5 gets Ikaruga. So I think I'm gonna go with Ikaruga. I think they're gonna be the most interesting. Bracer Guild is probably who I'm gonna end up going with if I go through all of them. Bracer Guild's gonna be the one that I probably finish out the game with, but we'll see. What about the Jaeger Corps who ran into Longlai? I'm sure that Divine Blade's with him, and she's crazy strong. I don't know what they're after here, but if they were on our side, we'd have this game in the bag. Definitely worth a shot, I think. Sure you want to ally with the team you've chosen. After making your decision, you won't be able to return to the city for a while. Here we go. So, yeah, we're gonna try our luck with...
What's up, guys? Oh, and if it isn't the famous Roaring Lion himself. Nice to see you again. It's been, what, 3-ish weeks since we met? And even less for the rest of the gang.
Also, I'm the most interested in learning more about this chick, so that's why I'm going to the Ikaruga. So if I don't do the rest of them on stream, at least we find out more about her. I want to find out what her deal is. I mean, she's also Divine Blade, so she's probably busted as fuck. Didn't expect you to find you here alone. Wait, hang on. Met my master? That isn't the word I'd used. We merely exchanged glances from a distance. I regret that I was unable to greet you directly, Divine Blade of Silver.
Likewise. Alrighty then, on to business. You're here to propose an alliance, yeah?
Huh. Knew that what we were gonna say before we even said it. That unclouded eye of yours is freakishly accurate. Might even rival your master's one day.
Nah. Can't say it quite measures up to his omniscient eye. Anyway, if you want to propose your plan, now's a good time. The others are lying low on the surface, so I'm the only one here.
Nice, I'll get straight to the point then. We're looking for a partner for this game.
I'm in.
We already had a lot of run-ins with Amada. Wait, just like that? This chick is nuts. Not expect her to say yes so readily. Saves the effort of explaining, at least. Guessing the reason you're here is because of whatever's hidden away in Longlai. I ain't got a clue as to who hired you guys, but it isn't joining up with outsiders like us against their terms. Nope, our contract has no such prohibition. Besides, even if you did try to wrestle the truth out of us, you'd never succeed. Not as you are now, anyway. She's neither lying nor exaggerating. Whatever secret they're holding must be very important. Well, we're not going to force you to let the cat out of the bag, not right now anyway. You sure you're down for this, though? I mean, we ain't about to look a gift horse in the mouth, but we thought you'd need more convincing. Got no reason to turn you down. That nose of yours is highly dependable. My unclouded eye and your super sniffer will be unstoppable. Not to mention your little lady friend's got a trick or two up her sleeve. Oh, she's annoyingly perceptive. She can read us like we're an open book. We should count ourselves lucky that she's willing to join us. She'll be a big help. Okay, it's a deal.
Not so fast.
Him again? That Ikaruga ninja. What's wrong?
I must apologize in advance, Princess. I may be speaking out of turn. However, I must remind you that a crucial aspect of our current mission is to spread our name throughout the criminal underworld. If we were to form an alliance, we would be unable to take full credit for our accomplishments here.
Fair point. Just when we came to an agreement, too. Now I'm even more curious about what you're really trying to do here. Kuragane, was it? I understand you have your own reasons for intervening. You already provided a verbal agreement to our proposal. It's unbecoming of a subordinate to speak out against his masters with. It's no biggie. I'm used to his nagging. Besides, I probably should have run it past you to begin with. But if you're that opposed, we can call this off. No, the lion was correct. I well overstepped my bounds. You needn't go that far. I will not oppose an alliance, but I will suggest we add one condition to its approval. I will test their abilities personally. Pass, the agreement shall stand, but if you fail, it will be null and void. Okay, so if we prove that we can compete on your level, then you'll allow it? I suppose that's a fair condition. Picking a fight with the wrong crew, Maskface? Bring it. You'd only defeat me to pass my test. In return, I only ask that the Roaring Lion stand aside. His abilities were never in question. Gotcha. Why don't you be the referee then, Master? Very well. No fair, you're always hogging all the fun. Oh well, guess I'll just kick back and watch you all go at it.
I, Kurogane, intermediate level shinobi and practitioner of the Rogetsu school, shall serve as your opponent. If you wish to form an alliance with Ikaruga, then prove your worth.
Those are mere shard-based illusions. How's he doing that? They can't be real, can they? Nah, it's probably some ninja technique. Doubt that's a skill you pick up in the Black God One Blade School. Two of them are definitely phonies, though. We'll just gotta pick out the real one and beat the shit out of them.
Now, let us begin. Show us your strength. Only then will you convince us. Come at us.
Like hell you are.
Thunderous wind.
You'll be sorry for that.
Ah, well that's convenient that
Make it count.
they're both labeled as copies.
Add some more. Your move, Catra. Theo, we need help. Thanks, pal. I'll take that. A chance.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
There. Make it count, Aaron. Blink and
Right? Good damage.
Well done. Forgive me, princess.
Wow. Alright, finish that in one hit, basically. Hey, Mare reached level 5. Fucking go. Gotcha. And the victory goes to Arkride Solutions. Well done, both sides fought admirably. Ooh, Rengetsu's a real pain in the ass to fight against. Even so, you managed to pin down the real Kurogane fairly quickly. You really are full of surprises. It ain't that impressive, I just employed a bit of martial arts trickery. Plus I got my trusty nose to guide my way. Yes, very impressive. For Arkride never fails to amaze. Took everything I had to even keep up.
Well then, looks like we have a deal. I'm sure we'll have some disagreements along the way, but we can deal with them as they come.
I hope you can forgive me for my impudence.
Whoa. Scares like that. Give us a warning next time at least.
You ask the impossible. I am a shinobi who lives in the shadows. You will simply have to adjust to me and my dear twin brothers.
What? I thought they were clones. Saying those were real-ass people?
No. That was but a mere light-hearted jest.
Don't worry, guys. You'll get used to him and his sense of humor soon enough.
So apparently this is also a very easy route. Like hell we will. Shizuna and Kurogane will join the underground labyrinth expeditions. They will not accompany you. After the alliance was formed, all that was left to do was wait for the game to begin. Both groups passed the time by exchanging information until the appointed hour finally arrived. Almost time.
The upper zone is now accessible to Team Arkride Solutions.
I would be excited to do the Heiwei route because I think we get Yin as well. Looks like the door's been activated. Need to use our keycard. Didn't say anything about our alliance, I won't lie, I was a little anxious about it. I thought we'd be okay in the end, but I was nervous too. It looks like it's treating us as one team. So they're treating us as a part of Team Arkride Solutions now. Well, this is it, y'all. Let's get moving. So apparently all the different monsters in the different routes, because there are unique monsters and everything, are all EX enemies, so they don't count towards the main goal of recording every enemy. Which is really nice, because otherwise you'd need to play through the game 4 times and that's bullshit. But this is way bigger than I expected. Yo, this is just the upper floor. Reminds this place was once an underground waterway, likely constructed during the Dark and Middle Ages. Might have been used as an escape route from the palace back then. Yeah, probably.
All of the players have now entered through their designated doors. Very good.
Dantes. Using a projection. Indeed, and a shard-based one by the looks of it.
I just confirmed that all participating parties have completed the game's registration process. I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every team here. All 19 of you.
That's a higher number than I expected. Could be a little inflated. It's possible the Jaeger Corps split themselves into multiple groups.
You are standing in an underground facility that was constructed by the former royal family and tweaked by us for the purpose of this game. Before the slaughtering can begin, however, there are a few additional rules we must explain. Care to do the honors, Melchior?
Ooh, with pleasure. Finally, my time to shine has arrived.
Welcome to our little game, players. I'm positively teeming with anticipation to get this glorious bloodbath underway. But first, there are a few important details you ought to know. Take a gander at the key card in your possession. That very card serves as unequivocal proof of your right to partake in our humble little game. Attributed 1 card to each team. The key to victory is to steal the other team's cards and bring a set number of them to the doors at the end of each zone. After that, you will come face to face with the zone's boss. You must defeat them to advance. If you honestly believed you could finish this game without spilling a single drop of blood, then I'm happy to disappoint. When a team inevitably loses, they must hand over all their keycards to the winner and take a bow. They cannot advance, nor can they interfere with the remaining players inside the game area. Oh, and don't even think about fleeing the city. Heavens, no. You will all tremble in fear until the very last day of the game. Also, while I cannot force you to kill each other, I will cry if you don't. So for my sake, don't show any mercy. I should probably mention the bonus feature we threw in to add a touch of thrill and suspense. We placed nuclear bombs in each of the underground zones. They aren't as potent as our palace bomb, but they're at least as strong as a shot from a railway gun. If you let even one of them go off, a few thousand people will soon be knocking on Adios's door. The bombs are hidden, so you'll have to defeat the zone boss to disable their activation switch. There's a time limit in play, so no dilly-dallying. If you focus solely on disabling the palace bomb, you might find that Horacion is short a few districts at the end of the game. Now then, I know that was a lot for your tiny little brains to process, but I do hope you at least got the gist of it. We'll be keeping a watchful eye on all of you. We can't have you breaking any rules now, can we? So we try to be on your best behavior.
Alrighty then. Now that the ground rules have been laid bare, we can finally start the murdering. For round 1, you will need 3 key cards to proceed to the next zone. The first bomb will go off in exactly 3 hours. We spared no expense in preparing this carnival of carnage, so put on a good show. I want to see piles of mutilated corpses.
Ooh, boy. That bastard sure loves the sound of his own voice. Situation's gone from bad to worse to shit. Putting it mildly, I cannot fathom how they acquired so many explosives. If they really are as powerful as a railway gun, then we're in a lot of trouble. I imagine Melchior devised that part of the plan, and unfortunately we would need more than 3 hours to find them on our own. I doubt we can tip the police either. We'd run the risk of the public finding out about this game. Planned it all down to the smallest detail. Makes me sick. I don't disagree, but we should focus our energy on the task at hand, namely defeating the bosses of each zone. You're right, Master. We shouldn't overthink this. I just had a thought. Our group size is not conducive to efficient battle coordination. Time is not on our side, so perhaps I should act on my own. It might be for the best. Kurogane can do his own thing, so you don't have to worry about ordering him around. Fine by me. No telling what's waiting for us in here, so keep your eyes and ears open, everyone. Depending upon the group you chose to cooperate with in Iracion, different characters will become your allies. Certain characters can be controlled in both field and command battles, whereas others cannot be controlled on the field and will act on their own in command. I do have a Shizuna. I can only imagine that her physical attack is bananas.
I've got this. The star has arrived.
Let's go.
That's gonna take some getting used to.
I detect treasure. Let's get to work.
Cut you up. Big flinch.
This is it. Activate shards.
We've got the upper hand.
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
Not strong at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Imperial Plus.
Wonder who will fight next.
As ever, Princess. You fought with perfection.
Damn, not a shred of mercy. Glad you guys are with us and not against us.
Same here. You guys are a force to be reckoned with.
The pleasantries can wait. We need to focus on the task at hand.
Engaging enemy.
Big flinch. We've got the upper hand.
Duality. Sure hit. Oh boy. Freeze, sure hit side attack.
I like where this is headed.
We needn't go easy on it.
Silver wins.
Wow. Indigo ring. Nice.
What'd you expect?
Well, she's not overpowered at all. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I can see why this is the easiest route. Because having this amount of power in your pocket is unbelievably ridiculous. She's gonna make pretty much every combat a joke. Okay, before we go too far.
Thanks for that. I'm full. I'm full.
Not yet, you're not.
That was pretty filling. That was pretty filling.
No.
I'm full.
Rank 9. 30 strength. Almost to rank 10. Huh? What was that?
Yo, welcome to the party.
Behind us!
What? Yeah. It's him. That's the guy we saw in Longline.
Damn. It ain't every day I run into someone who could take one of my attacks head on. You're the real deal, aren't you, Roaring Lion?
I cast that name aside long ago, so the Gardens intend to aid Almada to the last, I see.
Yep. Gotta honor the contract we made with Dantes and all.
I didn't think I'd see you again so soon. Ariok the Eradicator, wasn't it? This zone's boss?
Good thing this ain't a quiz show, because you'd be wrong. You could think of me as this game's ref. I'm here to carry out the observational system's will. That way, when it finds a couple of cheaters like you, I can deliver a little dose of punishment. I'll give you some credit, though. The possibility of teams joining up never crossed our minds.
This isn't good. Alliance must be regarded as a violation of the rules.
Nah, you're good. If it was, the nuclear device would have blown you sky high by now. If anything, I like the way you think. Takes one hell of a creative mind to find a loophole in our rules. You're really towing the line here, though. That's why you got a penalty on your hands. And I'm here to deliver it. Good luck. Try not to die on me, you hear?
Don't smile like that when you're talking about murder. It's creepy. Oh, here he comes. Shall not be defeated.
Give me your worst. Let's get to hunting already.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp activating skill.
Over here. Oh,
chance.
You're wide open.
Blacklist code.
There we go.
Our chance. Restrain. Shadow fire.
Get out of here.
My turn now.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
You're next.
Ouch.
That's far enough.
Oh, I can link up with him. Nice.
Initializing drive.
You're next.
Here goes.
With the delay.
Now we're talking.
Activating skill.
He flinched.
Too slow.
Let's go.
Activating skill.
Let's get started.
Zeroth Gleam.
My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight. Behold! Zero Gleam! You're next!
Activating drive.
Shroud. To nothing.
All right, Fangs and Brian. Let's get wild.
Ow.
You're open!
Initializing drive. Go time.
Now!
There.
You're next.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
I'm going. Initializing drive.
You're next.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Let's go!
Activating skill.
I wanted to get the damage boost.
Can't complain.
Nice.
I leveled up.
Not bad. You guys have got some fire in you, that's for sure. Holy smokes, his wounds just glowed too. This guy's a monster. Think his halberd and armor are artifacts? Very likely. They could be granting him unlimited regenerative power. How's that fair? You called us cheap. This is getting interesting. Okay, big guy, come at me. Nope, we're done for now. Monitoring system isn't compelling me to act anymore, which means the punishment you deserve has been doled out. That's how it works. Power granted to him must only be reserved for punishing those who break the rules. The amount of punishment imposed must be relative to the infraction committed. Here's the takeaway. Don't break the rules. Also, if I catch you slacking in a fight, I'll light a fire under your asses. Oh, and don't you dare die on me before this is over. Happy to see you're taking part in this, by the way. Said you're an actress, right? One of these days, I ought to go out and see one of those movie things. Excuse me, are you implying you've never seen a movie before? That's ridiculous. Do yourself a favor and go to the theater right now. You're better off ditching this stupid game anyway. Edith? Is this really so pressing of an issue? I'll think about it. Good riddance. I don't really care about him not seeing a movie before, but if he goes to watch one right now, I wouldn't complain. If he doesn't, I'll drag his sorry butt to a theater seat myself. He has a lot of catching up to do. Well, if he were to do so, that would be one less powerful foe to worry about. Thanks for backing us up, you guys. If not for you, I doubt we would have stood a chance. Of course, happy to help. Wouldn't have had to fight him if we'd never made this alliance in the first place. But it did help us learn about the penalty system. I think that might not be the only loophole. Now we know that exposing said loopholes won't immediately trigger the nuclear weapon. The same can't be said for flagrant violations, though. In any event, this was likely intended as a warning to stay away from the gray areas of the game. If I were to speculate, I'd say the final judgment call on penalties will be made by the device overseeing the game rather than Armada itself. That seems probable. We should keep that possibility in mind moving forward. Right. Anyway, we may have started off on the wrong foot, but at least we got some useful info out of the deal. Let's keep moving. Right, we have no time to waste. I'll dish a sample. 103 out of 150. Okay. Making good progress, at least.
Looks like a chest.
4. Go again.
Testing, testing. This thing on? Can everyone hear me?
Oh, great. That psychopath.
My name is Viola. I'm the boss of the upper zone, which you're all currently in. I'm here to inform you that 2 teams are out of the running.
Team Zahat has been eliminated. Team Delore has been eliminated.
What? Already? Team Zahat? Oh, the Scorpions of Zahat. That's a Jaeger Corps that operates in the Central East. Team Delore must be referring to the Delore family.
Both teams were certainly formidable, but they quickly ran into foes above their level. Quite unlucky. Oh well, so it goes. You'll be notified like this every time a team is eliminated. Better pick up the pace, my precious little players. Clock's ticking.
Oh. Didn't take long for this to turn into a free-for-all. Heck yeah, this is going to be fun. Now tell them when we'll run into another team. Try to be careful, but remember, this is still a race against time. Right, we'll keep that in mind.
Let's get to work. This is it. Activate
Initiating preemptive strike. Activating skill.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna try and not use craft points as much as I can,
Make it count, Aaron.
so that I have S breaks for the big fights, because there's gonna be a lot of them. I'm 3.
Couldn't take. Switching to maintenance mode.
Plus 24 ATS. Lot.
Not bad at all.
This labyrinth is rather large, isn't it?
Yes, alarmingly so.
And all the other teams are blasting through it at the same time as us? Yeesh.
Initiating preemptive strike. Activating skill.
Have some more. It's go time. Sucker.
Our chance.
A chance.
Use a sharp activating skill.
Go, Catra.
Missing that's kind of terrible.
Too slow. You're next.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Easy. Well, here's our first
This feels pretty great.
team fight, probably.
Now that feels great.
I'll give it a try. I put my heart into it.
A lot of beast essence.
Sure,
Gonna save
give me a
some.
minute. And done. Dig in.
Those 60 craft points is very handy. 45 fire. Or 50. Oh, nice. Not even close to enough. Okay.
Now that feels great.
Okay. This is gonna be our Ikaruga on cave line. No, the bracers. Fuck.
Hey, guys. Didn't take long for us to bump into each other, huh?
So our first opponent are the guild's elites? Great. Lady Luck ain't smiling on us today.
It hasn't even been 3 hours since we last met, and now there's even more of you.
So we're up against Zin the Immovable and Beauty's Blade. Oh, and the Jaeger King's little squirt. This ought to be interesting.
Now then, how do we want to handle this? If we defeat you, we will have 3 key cards in our possession.
Oh, you took out one of the teams that just got eliminated, huh? Yep, we beat the Delore family pretty soundly. Had our run-ins with them in the past, but it's been a while since we last traded clothes. A short-lived reunion, though. Their numbers have been dwindling ever since Almada entered the scene. We handed them over to our co-workers, and they are delivering them to the police as we speak. However, we will not disclose the nature of the arrest. We can't let the public learn about this game. Makes sense. But the guild sent its very best down here while having a backup above ground for arrests. Anyway, there aren't any rules that say you have to fight another team if you encounter them. Got some leeway until the first time limit, too. Now, there's no reason for us to duke it out. It wasn't finished. Unfortunately for you, we're taking you out of the game, right here, right now. We are? We have 2 reasons. First, you're putting the lives of civilians in jeopardy by dragging them into this. Right, you have the Bracer Code to follow. Now, I'll be the first to admit that you all look like you can handle yourselves in a fight. That still leaves reason number 2. You've chosen to ally with the most dangerous Jaeger Corps in the East. I'm not about to stand aside and let you be corrupted by it. No one's corrupting anyone. We're the same people we always were, and always will be.
Sounds like an empty platitude, my friend. You'll have to back your words up. And what better way to prove your point than by beating us in battle? Show me your indomitable spirit with your fists.
Well, I tried. Guess we're doing this the hard way.
I'm sure the adults can handle themselves, but the kids are more susceptible to suggestion. I doubt you're a good influence, Divine Blade of Silver. I've heard stories about you. You trained under the same master as Reen, and had a brief confrontation with him not too long ago.
So he's been telling all his little friends about me? How flattering. Oh, and I've heard about you, too. Did you know I met your boss once? I am very interested to see just what his little squirt is made of.
Call me Little Squirt one more time, and I will end you.
If we're doing this, then I'm going all out. Fair warning. Your group has the advantage in numbers. So if you lose to us here, then chances are you would have never made it to the end. Hope you're ready, Van.
Always. Let's do this thing!
Think you can break me? Think again.
I'll show you no mercy.
Nobody's as fast as me.
Except for the fact that I move first.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Hey, come on over here.
Go time!
Show me what you've got.
Okay.
Here goes. Blink and you'll miss.
Start up the party.
Initializing drive.
Shadow Fire! Princess, if you will.
Alright. I think I have to focus feed just because she's got the lowest health.
A little more.
Ew. Don't heal yourself.
Here goes. Your move, Ketra.
This'll do the trick. Satellite jerk.
Appreciate it. Blink and you'll miss it.
This could get tough.
Get out of here.
Okay, she's just lower grinning Kuragane. Doesn't
Now we're talking.
Activating skill.
doesn't matter at all right now. Oh, Fee's gone.
I won't lose.
Make it count, man.
Can't line up all three, so I'll just try and get two.
My turn now.
All right.
Activating skill.
Goodbye.
Let my guard down.
Can't move.
Through with me.
They flinched.
Balls in your court. Here's our chance.
Initiating skill.
Too slow.
Yep, that's fine. Fan is totally fine.
A chance.
6,000 left on Elaine. Okay.
Count, Aaron.
Go. Elaine's down. And now it's just Xin, who's scary, but
Here's our chance.
Initiating skill.
Gotcha.
Now we're talking.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
You're next.
Here's a little more.
Your move, Ketra.
Initiating skill.
Unleashing full strength.
Boost gauge expanded.
okay. 11, 12,000. That's not so much damage.
Away with you! You'll pay for that. That all you got? Show me what you got, Silverblade.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Our chance. Restrain.
Okay.
A chance. It's go time.
Deal.
Here goes. Blink.
I knew you were tough.
Here goes. Blink and you'll miss.
I messed up.
Got him.
Nice. Moving on up.
Darn, we lost this one. Despite the odds, they put up a good fight. Indeed, I expected as much from the elites of the Calvardian Guild. I knew Zin the Immovable would pose a challenge, but the other two were quite formidable as well. Sylphid was stronger than I anticipated. Well, that sucked. I thought we put up more of a fight, but you guys are tough as nails. That and we were badly outnumbered. Feels like we never had a chance to begin with. Hey, you were the ones who picked a fight with us. Should have known what you were signing up for. That grizzly bear still looks like he could go another round or two. Same goes for Elaine. Well, the silver lining is that we won't have to worry about the surface. They can take care of things there.
Actually, this works out perfectly for me.
Oh, did you say something?
Oh, yes. Congratulations. Victory is yours.
And so are these cards.
Yuki card.
Team Bracer has been eliminated.
Or, can't believe we managed to nab 2 of these at once.
You all have thoroughly convinced me that you won't be swayed by those dubious forces, and that these cards are in safe hands. I trust you.
Make sure that trust isn't misplaced. Sure it's okay for the guild to be pulling out this early, though?
The lives of 280,000 people hang in the balance. This isn't the time to be worrying about saving face. Besides, we won't be sitting idly by. We'll be holding down the fort outside.
If you take down any major baddies, call us up. We'll come back down and take them to the station. The rules only specified that we can't interfere with the remaining players. Catch my drift?
I suppose you're right. We can't help you directly, but we have other means of backing you up.
Oh, you guys sure are reliable. Crafty, too. They had a contingency plan all along. Thank you for your support. We're counting on you.
We'll be counting on you as well. To win this thing in our stead and bring some villains to justice. Can you do that for us?
Sure thing, big guy.
Whew. Okay, that's 3 key cards in the bag.
Great! That means we can unlock... the door to the boss.
Right.
We're up against a needle gun user, yeah? Nice. This should be interesting.
Let's get to work.
Cut you up. Think
now, let's finish the job.
Up.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Make it count, man! Activating skill!
Here.
Wink.
Open your corner.
There. Shadowfire.
Up.
You're next.
Okay. D.
Looks like a chest.
Take your eyes off me, right?
That wasn't half
Cobalt
bad,
cape.
Hello, Corey, level up.
Activating combat.
Cut you up. They're down.
This is it.
Initiating preemptive strike.
This guy's not gonna be XP either.
Gotcha.
Not with how easy that guy went down.
This feels pretty great.
Hey, I've seen worse. Looks like some good loot.
Love that. Big fan of Septive chests right now.
Get to work.
Cut you up.
This is it.
Initiating preemptive strike.
Triple stun. Oh my god, dude. She's OP as hell.
Activating skill.
Silverblade.
Try and see through this. Huh? You're next.
Initiating skill.
Come here. I need you.
Triple kill.
Oh, these figures look excellent.
Your skill is commendable.
There's a ton of them. So we get to work. Cut you up. Stay placed.
Initiating preemptive strike.
Sucker.
Arcane. Shroud.
Really? Is this the amount of force that's necessary, dude?
Down to nothing.
Okay.
Looks like a chest.
Feels pretty great.
Hell of a show.
Etol Ray
Silverblade.
as Pleiades Ray now.
Now we're talking. That one looks tough.
Slice you down. They're down. We've got the upper
Let's
hand.
finish the job.
Whoop. Guy might be worth something. Probably has a lot of physical defense. Perfect for my... Oh,
Don't mind if I barge in.
hi. Arioke will periodically interrupt fights in the underground labyrinth to wreak havoc. Just out some damage and he will retreat. Wing is also enough. Could you not?
You're open.
Our chance.
Too slow. Go time. Blinking.
See you around.
That's very annoying. You're all balm.
I leveled up. Well, what'd you expect?
One step closer to reaching my peak.
I detect treasure.
Activating combat system.
Slice you down.
Initiating
Yeah.
preemptive strike. Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Make it count, man.
That all you got? Make it count, Aaron.
Balls in your court.
Roach.
That's what you get.
Your skill.
Oh, it's all quadrants. Very good.
That's it.
All right, here we go.
We take 5.
Now that feels great.
Guess we might as well open Van's last slot, huh? Points.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
Maybe we just take strike here. Darts. Gifted and then leg breaker. For now. Alright, here we go. Wait. And since 2 groups beyond this door and they're locked in combat, could it be?
One of them's the Kruga. I'm sure of it. And I'm almost positive the other one's the Eisenshield.
What should we do then? From one of those groups, right?
Yeah.
Well, make up your mind quick. It won't be long before they notice we're here. Don't think I need to spell out what the worst case scenario is. Three-way brawl wouldn't be a fun time, and if they ganged up on us, we'd be totally screwed. Maybe go for it. I bet I can take them down with one hand tied behind my back. Somehow I doubt that. Anyway, may call them the shots here, Princess. I am. Any other alternatives? 1, we back one of them up. That'd make the chance of them turning on us nil, and it'd also make for an easier win. Sound plan. If we're backing one of them, it has to be the
No, it doesn't have to be them. Please, don't let me be a factor in your decision.
But you certain that you're alright with fighting your own people?
Positive. After all, I'm not with them right now. I'm with you guys. And if I have to treat them like enemies on the battlefield, then so be it. I won't let my emotions cloud my judgment. Doing so would be dishonoring the warriors of Kruga name. So don't worry about me. I want you to choose based on what you think is best.
Well, if you're sure. So you know, the Warriors of Kruger despise groups like Armada who involve civilians in their conflict. I have no clue who they're working for now. But my guess is they're here to put a permanent end to Armada. You know that the Eisenshield serves as a law enforcement agency for the Free Cities. Unfortunately, I have no inkling as to who their current employer is. If I were to speculate, I would say their goal is to take Armada into custody rather than execute. One's here to kill, the other's to arrest. Someone side with. Hang on. Red metal or yellow metal. Either one I don't. So let's say the Warriors of Kruger. Fuck it. Lots of chaos.
Is that not...
That's Spriggan?
We're Arkride Solutions, and we're lending a hand to the Warriors of Kruger.
We'll be fighting at your side, Ubby.
So you're proposing a temporary alliance, eh?
That's right. We're not here to decide who's right or wrong, but we're taking a side regardless.
Took a turn for the worst. Of all the people you could have brought along. Hello, nice to see you boys again. It's been what, a couple weeks now? Leave the regimental commander to you. We'll take care of the rest. For me.
The odds are stacked against us, but we will not be defeated. Our will is ironclad, and our resolve cannot be broken. Men, to arms! Yeah! I'll show you the pride of Eisenshield. Let's get started. Here goes! There!
I'll crush them all at once. You'll be sorry for that. Blink.
All right.
Yes, I was sloppy.
Keep going, record.
Now we've got some serious action economy. Instead of being an 8-on-5, it's now a 1-on-5. Surprise.
Activating drive.
Gotcha.
Aaron basically has a full S break again. Come on, Katra.
Like hell you are.
Watch closely. Lift off.
Go time.
Hilarious.
Now we're talking.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Make it count.
Done for his next turn.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Go, Katra.
Initiating skill.
That's it for me.
All right. That fight's easy.
The battle is won. Accept your defeat with grace, Commander Garrett.
I had thought we would emerge victorious, but alas, it was not meant to be.
Arusha has smiled upon us today. We must give her thanks.
Indeed. She was on your side this time. To the victor goes the spoils.
Team Eisenshield A has been eliminated.
Glory to the Kruger! Glory to Arusha! Yeah!
We have no reason to remain here. Let us withdraw to the surface.
Yeah! You have our thanks for your timely support. I'm assuming you do not intend to fight us here, correct?
Nah, we've got all the key cards we need already. Really want to try our luck? try your luck against us, then I'm game.
No. We would rather avoid back-to-back battles if we can help it.
Hubby.
I had my eye on you during that fight, Farida, and I was very impressed by what I saw. Sending you off to Vans was not a mistake after all. He's been treating you well, I hope.
Uh-huh. They've all been super nice to me.
Seems really happy. Glad she didn't have to fight them. Small Fry could have handled it fine either way. She's tougher than she looks. So there's no harm in letting kids be kids, I suppose. One more topic I wish to discuss, the spoils of battle. You only received one key card. Would you be opposed to us having it? Y'all can take it. Like I said, we've got all the cards we need, and you fought more of the battle than we did. Very well, but we can't send you away empty-handed. Bathim Hollow Core, and a red medal. You're returning to our base for some rest. Let you go on ahead of us. Appreciate that. Alright then, we'll be off.
We fought side by side this time, but when we next meet, it will likely be as enemies. When the time comes, you will have to come at us with everything you have.
Understood.
There we go. Hollow Star. Acquire all Hollow Core. 5 Hollow Cores maxed. And Jifa unlocked. Oh, she is Karabia EX. Okay. Just got Rame, which... Or no, Rame is full. Bathim. Stun extension to stun enemies, damage to stun enemies, strength, defense, physical. Alright, cool.
I'll be looking after you.
Sure. Need the XP on it anyway. Oh.
Now, let's finish the job.
Initiating preemptive strike. Activating skill.
Gotcha! Here's our chance.
Initiating skill.
You're next.
Okay. Oh.
Ah, these figures look excellent.
Not bad at all.
Weird that it didn't give me that room on the map. It just trapped everyone in there for a moment. That's very funny.
Get to work. This is it. Close in and kick some ass.
Still think I do need... Yeah, enemies killed on the
Team
field.
Kruger B has been eliminated.
That's not Uppy's group, at least. But still.
Gunpowder. Well, I should be able to heal him up for free.
Huh, looks like a chest.
Cast 3. Ooh. Have a cast 1 and
Switching
2.
to maintenance mode.
Switch that out for cast 3 action. You already have 95 speed. Like, that's faster than most. 85, 95, 95, 102, 83. Yeah, it's pretty fast still. It's on the upper end. Here we go.
Bet we can rest there.
Now that feels great.
Here we go. I believe this device is our card reader. Center of this zone awaits us on the other side of this door. Got all the cards we need to open it, right? Let's show all this Almada boss who's boss. Hold up, before we charge in guns blazing, I gotta confirm something first. Confirm what? We're all ready for what might happen in there. Come on, dude. How many times do you gotta tell you we're ready to risk our lives? It ain't about risking lives, it's about taking them. What? They're the guys who took the lives of everyone in Cray. They're prepared to do the same to people here. No telling what they'll pull. Best case scenario, we go in there, crack some skulls, throw them behind bars. But the actual outcome could be much, much uglier. I ain't saying you guys have to do the deed. That'd be my job. So even if you don't have the blood on your hands, you'll still be involved in whatever happens. Have to live with the guilt. Are you ready for that? The weight of such an act is heavier than you can imagine. A burden you may have to carry for the rest of your lives. There's absolutely no shame in staying behind.
Can it, Gramps? Like I was saying earlier. Come on, dude. I knew it might go down like this since the very damn start. Hell, I'll take them out myself if I have to.
I feel the same way. The lives of so many innocents are at stake here. I'll do whatever I can to protect them.
As your concierge, my duty is to you. Turning away now would be shirking my responsibilities.
Listen, I might not always be on the right side of the law, but that's one line I never dared cross. These scumbags, on the other hand, have crossed it one too many times. So if that's how it has to be, then so be it.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm scared. I don't know how I'd live with myself if the worst came to pass. But if the nuclear devices go off, that'll be the least of my worries. I'd rather help than do nothing.
The Genesees have caused so much pain and suffering. I don't want their power to be abused any further. So if that's what it comes to, then I'll handle it. I'll shoulder that burden with everyone here. So yes, I'm ready, Van.
Gotcha. Are you finished? Yeah, we're good. Gotta move on already.
Keycards confirmed. The door has been unlocked.
Alright, let's do this. Well, I guess there's no going back.
Indeed. There's no way I'd let you leave now. Not when you've kept me waiting ever so long. Why the long faces? You're the first team here. Rejoice! Turn those frowns upside down.
Can do, not while a crazy sadist is in the house. Thing next to you, the activation switch for the bomb? Yes, you're right on the mark. Shame it'll only kill a measly few thousand. The one from Alice can wipe out hundreds of thousands. A more impressive toy, to be sure. Call it a toy? A weapon of mass destruction, not some tool for your amusement. Oh, but it is, as far as I'm concerned, it is a child's plaything. Like the people in this game, in fact. All of you, including the 280,000 in this city, nothing more than toy soldiers fated to be cast into fire when broken. How can you say something so inhumane? People of Cray, Oracion, and all other towns and cities lead very real lives. Think they don't matter? That their lives hold no meaning? They do. Every single human life is equal and precious. We're all... Shut your mouth. Kindly take that equality bullshit of it. I can tell you had a decent upbringing just by looking at you. Tell me, have you ever imagined what it'd be like to go from riches to rags? To have all that privilege stripped from you in the blink of an eye? Well, I hadn't either, until it really happened to me. Like you, I was once an ignorant little girl born into a noble family in a small country in the Central East. We live a happy, blissful life. But it all went up in flames. The mad race for resources and Mira in the central country and my family to ruin. After that, I just kept falling and falling and falling. I thought I hit bottom when I was sold to an organized crime group. The abyss swallowed me up and sent me spiraling further down. Trampled on and violated over and over again. I'm sure that sort of life is foreign to you, huh, little girl? Alright, so you had a rough go of it. That still doesn't mean you get to go around blowing up cities. I often think back to when I first heard the news of that Erebonian prince's marriage. I learned that he wedded a Central Eastern orphan. I couldn't help but laugh. He and I are one and the same, and yet he lives a life of royalty while I'm stuck in squalor. How is that fair? Answer, it isn't. The world is rotten to the core with injustice drained so deep it's become impossible to doubt. What about those innocent people that you're killing, What did they ever do to you?
Oh, I very much hope they all burn. Along with this wretched world. I've wanted that for so long now. For so long. Nevertheless, I came to realize that wouldn't fully satiate my desire for revenge. So I clawed my way up the very organization that abused me. I manipulated my way to the top. And right as I hit the peak, I met the man who would change my life forever, Gerard Dantes. He brought our organization to its knees, as he does with all his enemies. Then he brought it under his heel by subjecting my allies, my foes, and even me to an all-consuming fear. In the face of that fear, everyone is equal, no matter where you're born, who you are, or what you've done. And that's when I realized something. The terror that man brings to the world is the ultimate equalizer.
So in short, you met the worst possible person at the worst possible time. Sympathize, the hole in your heart was filled with in the most twisted way possible. Beginning to pity you led a hard life.
I don't want your pity, you damn brats! You know nothing about us! But everyone will know true fear very soon. Our boss's new world is nearly upon us. Sadly, you won't be a part of it. Your existence would be a blight on his world. So I will eradicate you!
Wait, this is just like that time under the Capitol, when those mafiosos took power-enhancing drugs.
Looks like she got one hell of a boost from them, too. Careful, guys.
If you thought those weaklings were tough, you won't last very long against me. We combined our research with another's to attain power beyond our wildest imagination.
Is she talking about that drug from Crossbell?
Its main ingredient shouldn't exist anymore. But if I'm wrong, then that's all the more reason to put it out of commission. For good.
You're way out of my league. Why don't you down a few more bottles and get back to me, okay?
Now then, it's time for the fireworks show! I can't wait to see Horacion burst into flames! But first, I will drown you in a sea of fear! Take your final breath, because the tide of death draws near!
A lot of talk.
Give it up! You can't change anything now. Pissing me off!
I'll crush them all at once!
Energy output activating.
And you'll miss it! Soar for me!
Boost gauge limit removed.
Gotcha!
Princess, if you will.
Activating
You won't
skill.
want to miss this.
Okay, cleared the ads.
Getting on my nerves!
Up to you.
Transmitting code.
Activate! How's about this?
This'll hurt.
Light you up!
No, thank you.
Get out of here!
Right for me!
Don't
Okay.
screw with me!
Energy output activating skill. Deploying shield.
Stay right there! Destiny ring!
I won't lose. Initializing drive.
I am the sheriff.
Up to you.
Get out of here!
Need some stimulating.
You're open.
Here's our chance. Satellite charge.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Got it.
Boost level maximum. Activating skill.
What down?
Too slow!
Let's go.
Activating
you won't
skill.
want to miss this.
A chance. This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
Over here. All for you. Make it count, Aaron.
How's next?
Ball in your court.
Swell.
Don't mess with me!
Keep going!
You're wide open.
Activating drive.
It's go time!
A good chance for a shine boost.
A chance!
Use a shark to get the upper hand.
Nope, look over here. Watch the birdie.
Show me what you got, Silverblade! Brace yourself! Show me what you got, Silverblade!
Here's our chance.
Oh, nice. I got the gale boost.
That's not how it's supposed to.
See ya.
That's how it goes.
Oh my god, that's a lot of XP.
Leveled up. I'm just getting warmed up.
One step closer to reaching my peak.
Wow. Immediately level 4.
It's over. Time to surrender.
No way in hell I do that!
Shit! If I dodge this...
We should let him. We just tank it.
Boy.
Van! Are you okay?
Yeah, she missed my vitals. It'll heal soon enough.
Oh, drop the tough guy act already. Why are you always treating your own body like it isn't worth shit?
We'll heal you right away. I'm on it.
Why? Why didn't you kill me? You could have struck me down easily from that distance. So do it! Finish me off! I lost, so hurry up and kill me!
Sorry, but I'm turning down that request. It just ain't up to my standards. You got a lot of crimes to answer for, Missy. Your group cooked up a real shitty plot, and y'all got a lot of innocent folks mixed up in it too. So I can't let you take the easy way out. Not my style. I ain't got a shred of sympathy for you. But I do get that you had no one else to turn to back then. And that's what we're here for. To help people who have no one else in their corner.
Huh?
I'd wager you're gonna be facing the death penalty. Though if you dodge that bullet and get out of the slammer, don't go to a piece of shit like Dante's if you're in trouble. Send out a 4 SPG instead. Can't guarantee we'll take it on. Depends on the pay and whether it interests me. But I'll hear you out.
Van!
Wow. I just got beat by a crazy bastard with an even crazier profession. Pathetic. Where did my life go so wrong?
Well, that wasn't exactly the sweet and satisfying revenge I've been craving, but it'll do.
Yeah, it could have ended a lot worse.
The upper zone boss Viola has been defeated. Zone clear. Round 1 complete.
Hey.
The activation device.
Oh, well, I certainly didn't see that end coming. The first boss of our little game was defeated by none other than Team Arkwright Solutions. And with over 10 minutes to spare, no less. An impressive feat, to be sure. I had the slightest suspicion you would be the ones to slay the fair maiden. And what a beautiful massacre it was. Is what I would like to say. But you spared her pathetic life. And now she must live on in shame. Fortunately for her, the boss is busy at the moment. Had he seen that miserable performance, she would have surely welcomed death's sweet embrace.
You really are the lowest of the low.
Save your breath, Judith. Blowing a fuse over that mental nutcase is a clear waste of energy.
Oh, why so angry? You're the undisputed winners of round 1. You should be over the moon.
I don't feel like I won.
Perhaps I should present you with a little reward for this momentous occasion. That ought to get you in a celebratory mood.
A reward?
Indeed. I shall answer one and only one question of your choosing. I can only imagine the number of questions that are swimming around in those little heads of yours. Tread carefully, though. The other teams are no doubt listening in on every word.
There's one that's been nagging me. Why'd you pick Oracion as the venue for this game?
Huh? That's all? What an utterly rudimentary question. This underground labyrinth is one reason. It's the quintessential playground for our game. The happiest of happy hunting grounds. It's also the home of some people we owe very much to. You may ask, but who could they be? Too bad I'm only answering one question. Anyway, round 2 will begin tomorrow at 10 a.m. The remaining players will be invited once more. Use your free time wisely now. Preparedness is paramount to winning this game. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Well, first day of the game came to a close, but before Van's group could bid farewell to their collaborators and exit the labyrinth, they had to decide what to do about Viola. She might be unconscious right now, but she's still an Armada exec. Someone needs to keep a watchful eye on her till this is over. That someone couldn't be us. Can't afford to split my team. I should hand her over to a group with more manpower, but who? We're gonna give her to the guild. I think handing her over to the guild is our best bet, even if we're staffed. I'll give Elaine a call. Don't forget that Ren's there too. She can help out if need. After going through all the trouble of beating her up, I'd love to take custody of her, but I'll let this one go. You did risk your life to spare her, so it's only fair. Cannot seize custody by force. Doing so would be violating the Shinobi Code of Honor. Sweet, thanks for being so chill about it. Client must. After turning Viola over to the guild, they returned to the inn. As soon as her bodies hit the beds, they fell. Hola. That night, 12:20 a.m.
I knew it. This lines up perfectly with my own research into the company's cash flow. Which means it's time to spring my plan into action.
Well, it's a good thing Elaine's out of the game, because otherwise she'd have no sleep. Point D. And ready yourselves to infiltrate the labyrinth. Do you remember your orders? Here, yes, sir. Once we enter the city, fan out and put a stop to whatever's happening here. Good answer. Beta Squad, move out. Huh? What's happening? They can't move.
Hey there, party crashers.
Who are you? I
Get that you want to come join in the fun, but I don't remember inviting you. But since you're all here and look skilled, try to show me a good time, okay?
Well, I don't think that went well. Felt like that's the same feeling I got when that murderous maniac showed up. What's up, Renee?
We have a problem. I just received word that our Hercules Beta company acted against our orders. They sent a squad to infiltrate the city from the outside.
Now, hold on a damn second. I thought your supervisors knew what was going on here. We weren't allowed any reinforcements from the outside. If someone breaks that rule... No, that's precisely why we attempted to keep word of the game from spreading outside our department. However, as I've told you once before, the CID is not as unified as I would like. A department close to the army grew suspicious of what was happening in Rassian and sent them in of their own volition. Idiotic move on their part, and we may all pay the price for it. Hopefully not. They didn't know about the rules, so maybe this will just be written off as foul play. But since we don't know for sure, you gotta get them out of there ASAP. Who knows what how these maniacs are gonna react. We already tried to contact them, but they've cut off their comms. You aren't the first group I've notified, but I thought you should know.
Rise and shine, everyone! It's me, Melchior. I hope you all had a good night's rest. I myself couldn't sleep a wink. The anticipation for today's big event has me bouncing off the walls. But anyhow, I'm afraid this isn't a social call. I have another reason for calling so early in the morning. Our warning system activated a few moments ago. I believe a number of you already know what exactly transpired. But for those who don't, allow me to break the bad news. A special unit connected to the government foolishly attempted to infiltrate Aracian. I'm afraid this is a clear violation of our rules, and you all know what that means. Say hello to Adios for me, everyone.
I'm just going to go off? Fooled you. Don't worry, we aren't going to blow you up just because some dim-witted bigwig decided to meddle in affairs they don't understand. That would be woefully unfair. To us, the hardworking designers who poured their hearts and souls into making this game for you. The observation system assigned a small penalty, nothing more, fortunately for you all. You should count yourselves lucky. Those poor pathetic soldiers have all finally breathed their last, so all is well with the world. Damn it. What an utterly avoidable tragedy. We'll delay the next round's start time to noon so you can all sleep in. I'd prefer you to come into the game bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. In the meantime, I bid you a good night and sweet dreams, because a nightmare of bloody death and murder awaits you in the afternoon. Well, that's uplifting. Second round would be starting soon if it hadn't been postponed. I'm gonna use this extra time to look around the North and East districts. What about you guys? I'd like to accompany you if possible. I wouldn't be surprised if there were requests for us too. Normally I'd use the extra time to catch my 40 winks, but the whole thing from last night's got me all antsy. Don't blame you. Maybe getting out and about will help you shake off that nervous energy. That's a solid suggestion. I think that would do us all some good, in fact. Well, I don't know about all. I hear old men require more sleep, so I say we make Van take a nap. Why am I getting singled out here? Master's older than me. I'll have you know, I'm quite spry for my age. All joking aside, we should visit the main facilities in the North and East District and check the bulletin boards first. A damn call. When we become so damn popular? We need to talk. Are you free right now? This about the Hercules unit? Because we already... Nah, it's something else. The CID's already touched base with us about that. Sounds like they already recovered the bodies. Wish we could have saved them. I'm sorry if this isn't the best time, but do you mind if we talk in person? It's important. Sure thing. We ain't competing anymore, so I'm down to have a chat. Thanks. We'll be waiting here at the guild. Anytime before the start of the second round is good with us. See what they want to talk about. Good question. They sounded quite serious. Can't say I'm not curious, but it sounds like they just want to talk with Van. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if y'all listening in. We'll all swing by there and see what's up. And while we're out, I suggest we do whatever is needed to prepare for the second round. Crunch. Okay. So, we're here. Second round. And this is where I'm going to save. call it for the day. Whew. This looks like it's going to be quite a chunk. So I don't know if I'm going to do all the routes on stream. And this is the easiest one. So it's probably going to take more time to do the other ones. But we'll make that decision when we get to it. In case, thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. As always, I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time with more Trails Through Daybreak. I really do want to get as far into this game as I can, so we can finish it as early in August as we can and play more indie games. I'll have a lovely rest of your evening. Tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.